We're in fucking cursed dungeons under the Glassworks, and talk
You are
to
indeed.
Mez means warlock patron.
Yeah. Also, you'll want to go ahead and pull up the turn order. Just FYI.
Oh, thank you. I always forget that.
Yeah. He talks some really sus shit. Everybody saw weird things in the doorway to this place. And he essentially said, yeah, I put this monster on pause, but, you have 30 seconds once I leave, and then he poofed.
That is indeed correct. Is there anything anyone would like to add?
Mez has some magic bullets and a special, fucking Misty Step type thing.
Yeah,
Yep.
she has one use.
Shadow Step?
Yes, one use of Shadow Step.
Mm-hmm.
Only works in the catacombs, Iris, so use it or lose it.
Uh-huh. And we also need to get stronger? Question mark?
Yeah, Cornelia said we need to grind levels.
Yes, he did say that this is the JRPG grind section
Yeah.
of your lives.
We did get, I think, did we get more information from somebody beforehand? Because we
So,
did do a
looking
little
at
bit of
here,
talking to the Suto and the sister.
yes. So there was some talk with different groupings and pairings before the group finally reconvenes. Skimming through my notes real quick, Mez was with Ameko and Shilelu. Big oofs time for her. Some pretty cute interactions. Getting Kokoro, some more cute interactions. Soul comes in to spill the tea and filling all of them in on it. On the way back up, that's when Mez got I don't know, locked into an animation interaction with her warlock patron.
The cutscene got triggered.
She accidentally hit. Yeah, cutscene got triggered. She accidentally walked up to a shadow and pressed E.
You gotta look out for those pixels. They're a different color, Mez.
Yeah, you really gotta look out for those. I'm patting myself on the back for getting like 90% of that interaction.
Might I remind you, she is partially blind. Okay.
What's her excuse? What's her perception mod? All right. There was some plan about Thistletop being 2 hours away that we can go there with a small enough team to get the goblins before we get got by the goblins. After the conversation between Mez and her warlock patron, group reconvenes, investigates suspicious tunnel he wanted them to go down. Z already mentioned shit in the door everyone saw, secret door, open door. Marching order does matter. See fucked up tea party with the aforementioned Cornelius. Shay saw the definition of true fucking evil.
Do you mean a child?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I don't disagree. I just wanted to make sure that we were on the same page.
Yes. The talk there about grinding the levels. Yeah. She drinks the tea. She drinks the Kool-Aid, aka Earl Grey tea.
Proud of you.
Yeah. Good job on her. She gets magic bullets. She agrees to take out the Quasit lady.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Who is now the primary target of Mez and Shay and Kokoro, because Closet Lady is kind of responsible for all the shit that happened upstairs, supposedly.
And Matt, for additional context for you, the shit that happened upstairs was Suto, I think I've told you a bit about this already, encasing his father in molten glass while the man was still alive. Also, some massacring.
Suto really whiling with them gobos.
Mm-hmm.
That's an interesting Christmas ornament.
Yeah. It's just a little star on top of the tree.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
It's like Dad is watching over us.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you'll fit in perfectly well.
Oh, this is great.
All right. So
6 magic bullets. I think
so
that's about it.
Indeed. You guys have 30 seconds to set up combat here, and you've already spent some of it getting into position. if anyone wants to do anything else, now would be the time. Z, if you want to advise the party, I think it would be funny if I actually timed you. So
Fucking
let me know when you're gonna.
I didn't agree to that. No, ma'am.
All right. So
The title of the stream is "We Are Not Meant for Dungeons."
We're not.
This is the wrong campaign to not be meant for dungeons.
Mississippi.
Okay, Mister, you
Mississippi.
dumped Khan as a melee character.
Yeah, well, listen, I'm going for flavor, not for longevity.
Okay.
Uh,
All
What a
right.
tasty
You
man.
have a child.
Tasty man.
Oh, tasty. Jesus.
All right.
Fucking, I need to remember Sola voice. Give me a second.
Get there.
Oh, hello, yes, I am Sula. That's
I
fun.
am going to fucking boot you, sir. Sola's just like kind of has pulled out the crossbow and has like ready to gone ahead and like put a bolt in it. Is stepped a little bit further back and just kind of squinting at this thing through the like dimness. Be advised, do not get bitten by it. It is it will fill you with something akin to rage. It will be very hard to resist. And then she looks towards Kokoro. And if I am judging your magics, it is immune to mind spells. And resistant to spells in general, so I don't know how much help we are going to be. Hey, Hazel. I don't know what the other thing is, so I can't warn about it because I have no idea what it means.
Oh, that just means it can track somebody who displays the sin in particular. If you try to run.
Well,
It just kind of like squints. Shay, I don't think you can run from this.
what kind of fucking call out is this?
It's a very specific one.
And Shay is just like listening to this as she's like drawing her sword, getting into position. She hears that. She just fucking turns to Sola. It's like a look of what the fuck?
All right.
Follows those that are angry.
Oh, good thing I'm not running.
There's just like Kokoro would be the only one that would be able to see since Kokoro is immediately beside Sola, but there's just kind of this expression of like, yeah.
All right. With that, we're all.
We could just withdraw.
We
could just leave.
We could just leave. Just throwing that out there.
Looks at Kokoro.
We can take a bad leveling.
Are you truly going to leave this closet?
Do I want to? No, but we can't get revenge if we're dead.
Sola just kind of like gives a little shrug, like, yeah, you're right. Looks at the others. Don't think any of them are even looking back to start heading towards the door, unfortunately.
Shay's got anger. She needs to work out. It doesn't work itself out, you know. With that, the time that this sin spawn has spent in suspended animation comes to a close, and bit by bit, you see the tendrils of darkness retreating from it, melting back down into the floor, like a block of powder to flavor a soup. And it looks around at all of you and lets out a horrifying howl, with its jaws splitting down the center and drool pooling at its feet. And we will will start off combat. So Shay, you're up first.
Oh wait, I was up first. Oh shit.
You're up first. We rolled initiative at the end of last session.
Oh, I forgot. Man, the struggle with learning both versions of Pathfinder at the same time. What the fuck?
Two actions. Standard and move.
Okay, standard and move. I am very sorry, but my mind is like melting slightly. I'm going to... Oh, what? Oh, sorry, I thought I heard something.
You're good.
I was trying to fucking look something up again. Do I have it in my sheet?
What are you trying to look up?
Shield of Swings. Oh, yes, I do have it in my sheet. Okay, good. You know, Shay's job is not to do damage. So, she's already in position, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, taking a full attack action is essentially,
standard and a move together.
Standard and a move, right? Okay. Could we say that, Shay put her shield back? Down?
Yeah,
like,
sure.
back? Okay, so she doesn't have her shield on. But she's going to use her turn to do a full attack action. She's going to two-hand her longsword, because I believe it's a longsword. Yes, it is a longsword. To do Shield of Swings.
All right. So for the next attack you make, you're going to reduce your damage by half, and you're going to gain a +4 shield bonus to your AC.
AC and CMD, whatever that is.
Your anti-shenanigans defense.
Gotcha. Okay. Okie doke. So, attack. Fuck!
Alright. That is a miss.
I want to get real dice.
I'm sorry that you missed a stationary target there, Shay Jackson. But, you do get the bonus anyway.
Okay.
So that's good.
Yeah.
That's a full attack action. You can take a 5-foot if you want a 5-foot. Do you want a 5-foot?
I don't think so. I don't know where I could move.
Alright.
We'll stay put.
So now it is the Sin Spawn's turn, and Shayadress, you just attacked it. And it's a little bit upsetty spaghetti about that.
She didn't even hit.
No, but you did swing a sword at it, and that does count for something these days. Its eyes lock onto you, burning red, and it hefts the Roncer it's carrying and makes a strike against you. What is your AC?
It is now 19.
The swing goes wide, and you're able to pull your foot up to avoid it just in time. But the eyes continue burning at you.
I don't like that.
That will be its turn. Kokoro.
Kokoro just kind of like pulls out the wand that she got, and she kind of like flicks it. It doesn't. Nothing happens. She like taps it a couple times, and just one launches from it.
All right, so that's a use of magic missile. Note that down. You get 1d4 plus 1 damage.
Yeah,
oh, you do have to roll against spell resistance. I'm pretty sure. Actually, Matt, do you know that offhand? For spell completion, do you still have to roll against spell resistance?
You say spell completion?
Yeah, like a wand.
Oh yes, you do.
Yeah. Okay, so make a roll 1d20 for me, and add your caster level, so 2.
Okay.
20.
Yep, that's enough.
Yeah, there's all the fiddliness of caster level of items, but that's not worth worrying about.
Yeah, we'll just use her caster level. I think that's easier. Alright, so this guy, he takes 2 damage.
Hey!
Damage!
Damage is damage.
Damage is to someone who just fucking missed. Damage is damage!
You guys are on the board. The 2 missiles land on him, and You can see at the point of impact how his sallow skin ripples around it, absorbing some of the blow. He lets out another groaning howl. Sola, your turn.
Yeah, fucking old trusty crossbow. Okay.
All right, go for it.
It is a 22.
22 does hit. How much damage do you do?
Let me find my D8. Give me a second. There it is. That is 4 damage.
All right.
And then I can use my movement to reload, yes?
Yes, you can use your movement to reload because it's a light crossbow.
Shoot, reload. Just keeping a wary eye on this thing.
Yeah. Where does your bolt land? Are you aiming for center of mass or?
Yeah, imagine just like chest in general, because she is not the best with the crossbow. It's the oh shit weapon that she has been forced to use more than she likes. So just right in the chest, like under the collarbone.
It's a low-level caster struggle. The bolt sinks into this thing's flesh, and you see that the bolt goes in further than it should, and a gout of blood just shoots out of it, some of it landing on Shadra's, as a matter of fact, and it just grunts again, more spittle falling into a puddle in front of it.
There's just a little frown. It's curious. She's muttering to herself.
Mesvine, you're up.
Hey, shoot. Been
All right.
aiming at this thing.
Let's see it. What have you got?
Musket.
20 is a hit. 11 damage. Jesus Christ. Okay. How do you attack? Where are you aiming for? Tell us about your attack. It's taking a fair chunk of damage here. It is still up, but is not having a good time.
It was aiming for its like shoulder/arm area. This is where she was aiming.
So you aim for its shoulder, and as the ball hits it, you can see it punch straight through this thing's flesh, and the arm actually comes off.
Yo.
Gross.
Oh.
Yo!
What would you like to do with the rest of your turn?
I can't reload, right?
I do not believe you can
I
yet.
think so, yeah.
Can somebody reload for her?
Yes.
Just have a friend in standby. Here's your black powder, ma'am.
Well, the problem is
I'll do
you
that.
have to,
I will do it.
You have to start trading items.
Yeah, you'd have to start trading items, and that takes up a very complicated action economy. It's in theory possible.
I mean, she's just wearing it on a belt. It is right there. And
You'd-
have a prehensile tail.
I would like to submit the next time you shoot what do you have? A musket?
Mhm.
And you're saying your bullets are right there on your side? Was that what they're? Because you're like you have a. I'm confused about what's happening.
Yeah, you don't have bullets, you have musket balls, and you have packets of powder. And why it's so involved to reload a musket is that you have to put the powder in, pack the powder in, put the ball in, and then make sure that your tiny piece of like whatever you're using to start the flame is set. Like it's an involved process.
You know those old Civil War movies where like you fire a cannon and then somebody just quickly like shoves powder down and then like pushes it to the stick. Imagine that as like that shoots and like Kokoro comes up, shoves the powder in.
Pray tell, where did Kokoro learn to reload a musket?
Internet.
I watched Mez do it twice. Got it. I want to see. I don't think gifts compress small enough to get the entirety of a musket reload. If that gives you any idea of how long a musket takes to reload.
All right. So
Then no, there's nothing else I can do.
Mez is chilling with her move action. All right. Barney. Let's see. Do I have Barney attack?
Don't hurt the good boy. Don't
I
hurt
think
the good boy.
Barney's on emotional support duty right now. Eastmark.
Eastmark he's going to use his rapier. I don't think he has any exceptional powers right now, aside from just hoping that he hits, and if not, maybe using inspiration. So he's just going to go for it. He's going to step forward, keep this thing in the light of the goddamn bullseye lantern, and he's going to take a swing. That is really bad. I am debating.
There's other stuff in this dungeon, so keep that in mind as you're spending your resources.
This is true. Can I... Do I get a bonus for flanking?
That's not enough to hit it, unfortunately.
But what is the bonus for posterity?
But it's +2, right?
The creature is treated. What a fucking as flat-footed, which does lower its effective AC. Let me just double check.
Oh, hey, that's the same as Pathfinder 2. That's super convenient.
Yeah.
Cool. Then, you know what? I'm not gonna. That's just gonna be a miss for Eastmark.
Okay, so you would get a +2 flanking bonus on that, so that would be a 12. And then let me just double check here.
What flat-footed is?
What the flat-footed is? Yeah, no, that's still not enough, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's just Eastmark. I was gonna use my inspiration to. I was gonna spend 2 inspiration die to try and force a hit, but I don't.
There's other stuff in this dungeon.
There's other stuff in the dungeon, and we are surrounding this, so I'm not gonna do it. It'll be fine.
All right, Shay, you are up once more.
Do better.
I'm fucking trying, man. I'm trying my fucking best out here in this fucking dungeon, in these halls, in this cave.
Oh.
we really out here today.
We all here.
Truly, we are out here.
Gosh, today is everyone's just so spicy. Everyone.
It's because Matt's here. We're all like super showing off.
It's been that week, okay, already, and it's only 2 days into the week, but it's already been that week.
This is one of the weeks of all time.
This truly is one of the weeks of all time, Amy. You are correct.
Just think about
Anyway,
what it'll be like.
You know, I'm just gonna do the same exact fucking thing again.
All right, shield of swings.
Full attack round, shield of swings. Fuck this bitch. I swear to God, if I don't hit again, I will cry.
Get your physical dice.
That's a hit. That's a hit. Roll damage.
Let's go. Oh shit.
Get their city.
Oh shit.
Okay. I don't know why you're rolling with advantage.
I literally just hit the button once.
That is so strange. I don't know why it's doing that for you.
Bruh.
Okay. So you deal half damage, right?
Yes, I do deal half damage.
Alright. He
Why
is...
the fuck is it rolling with advantage?
Alright.
Piercing.
He is still up. But you have really taken a chunk out of him. Your sword cuts right across the clavicle of this creature. It is weeping blood. In the darkness of the cave, it just looks slick. You can hardly see exactly what it is, even with your vision. And all that you can see in the dark is the glowing of this thing's eyes, and all you can hear is its roar. Shadress, it's going to attempt to attack you again.
Okay. It's got a spike of fear for some reason.
What's your AC?
19.
Could you make me a will save?
God damn it.
I see my instincts were on point. You said will, right?
Yes, I did.
If I fail this, I'd like to use some other dice.
Permission to use other dice.
Use somebody else's dice. You start rolling for her.
I got a 13.
That's not great.
That is not great, my friend.
Fuck! Oh no! Where's my
Well, looks like we're gonna have to put Shay down.
Okay, that's so not good.
Alright. So, this creature, filled with rage, knowing itself to be near death, lashes out with the last of its energy in a vicious, all-out bite attack against Sheadrez. It lunges forward and sinks its fangs into the tender flesh of her neck. And Shay, as it does this, obviously the pain is terrible. Not that terrible because it's only 3 damage, but
it burns.
Spiritually, it's terrible. And worse than that is what happens after. Your blood starts to pump, and you hear war drums beating in your head, and you are just filled with an unspeakable wrath. You want to crush this thing. And not only do you want to crush this thing, you want to crush it into a pulp. The violence of your thoughts surprises you, and you can't exactly figure out where any of this is coming from. This just anger and hatred that's so overpowering. You are sickened. Roll me a d6. You are sickened for 4 minutes.
4 minutes? Oh, fuck.
No, hang on. I have ways of dealing with this outside of combat.
Outside of combat.
We gotta kill this thing, but if it's a sickened condition, I have ways. I am a healer.
Yeah, just double check, Kier, does this thing count as an aberration?
Yes, it does.
I should be getting +1 to my attack and damage.
Alright. Okay, it's on its last legs. Kokoro, are you gonna put this thing out of its misery?
Pop it. Push it. Pull it.
Cast it.
Roll a d20
That's
plus your caster level.
Max damage.
Okay, that's success. Yeah, Kokoro, you bop it. You flick the wand, the magic missile flies out, and as this thing is menacing Sheadrez and roaring in her face, your bullet just flies straight through its temple, crumples over, dead.
Huh. Koga just kind of looks at it. So this is what violence feels like.
Okay.
So.
How much damage did Shay take?
She took
3.
3. Okay, she's fine.
But she's sickened.
Yes.
For 4
She
minutes.
feels gross.
How is she still angry?
Oh, you're gonna be angry for the whole 4 minutes.
Oh.
You're like, you are so pissed off. You're on the verge of vomiting. Like frothing at the mouth in rage. What does Shay look like at this level of angry? Like this is an unhinged level of angry.
Eastmark's got a lamp, right?
Yes.
So here's the thing. Shay is incredibly angry. Her eyebrows are furrowed so deeply. Her eyes look very, very bright. And they're locked onto the body of this. And you see that as she steps forward, looks like she's going it goes down. Looks like she's going to attack it just to make sure it's actually dead. And as she does this, Eastmark, the fucking lantern that's on, casts Shay's shadow on the wall. And her shadow is real fucked up.
What does that mean? Fucked up how?
Shay's shadow has wings and a longer, spikier tail and horns that are more jagged. and it's a lot more sharp edges and joints that are much like more menacing and monstrous as she closes in on this thing's dead body with her sword to just bash its head in one last time for good measure.
Yeah, Shay, you're so angry that, like, as Ismark approaches, your first instinct is to hit him.
Oh, oh fuck!
Do it.
Like, are you gonna fucking do it? I got my AC is 15. You fucking swinging?
You're not under rage, so you don't have to.
I don't have to, but I imagine she goes up and Ismark steps up and she has her sword raised, and there's like that like motion that she stops herself first before she tries to just tear herself away from him to move towards the creature. I'm just like, nope, not the moving target, the dead target, not the moving one.
Ismark, like, he took a step up to look at the corpse, so he's holding the lantern over it, and he saw that Shay got hit, so he's like moving towards Shay, and he was like, hey, right about when someone would step up and say, hey, are you okay? He gets to hey, and then the sword like catches in her hand, so she doesn't full baseball bat swing it at him. And he looks at the sword, and he looks at Shay, and he is like doing the mental math there and just has this complete shell-shocked look on his face, like stunned.
Ooh, he's stunned. Shay has one word for him, and that's MILF.
Sola is just very calmly walking across the room, like motions for Holly to hang back with Barney, and kind of sees this happen and just shakes her head and like produces out of one of like the hidden pouches within her like outfit a little bottle. Shay, I think you might need to drink this.
Think I'm a little busy, Sola.
It's already
I think you got it.
Is it? Really? You can double check. Triple check.
Ismark's gonna step back.
You need to drink the potion.
She got full named.
Exactly. Auntie full named her. That should cut through any fucking magical wrath and anger of, oh shit.
I imagine Sola does not call her Shay address often.
Nope.
I imagine she was about to just fucking snap back of just like, I'm fucking busy. There's just a like, full name. That like 1 second of like, wait. Thinking, processing. Is Sola holding out the thingy?
Yes. It's just a little, it looks like just a plain little tiny bottle, like kind of 5-hour energy size.
She looks at it and she's so fucking angry. She's gonna fucking kick the thing's leg. She just steps forward and just snatches the potion very roughly. And she just, I imagine she twists the cap. Or like little, is it a cap or a cork? Like, is it a cork? Cap? What is it? What is a cork? Mm-hmm. Alright, she pops it open. I imagine she accidentally tears the cork a little bit. Because how fast and like violently she opens it and she just drinks it.
So with
it's a very angry way to drink a 5-hour energy.
With my herb witch thing, I can attempt the DC of the spell to cure it, if it's considered a poison disease or gives the second condition.
Yeah, go for it.
Not easy. 23.
23 is good enough.
I would fucking hope so.
Yeah, like, dude, there's no hope if not.
Yeah, so as you take a sip of this potion, At first, you can't understand why the fuck you have to do this. I mean, who does she think she is?
Fucking
Making you
juice?
drink this.
Some
There's
stupid
other
fucking
stuff.
juice?
Yeah, there's other stuff you need to worry about. But as it works its way down and starts settling through your stomach, you feel cool. A pleasant, minty coolness starts to spread through you. And in its wake, you're like, wait, shit, that was Sola. Why was I mad at Sola?
She just looks down at the cork. She looks as she kind of like broke it a little bit. She just puts the cork back in the bottle.
Holds out hand for the bottle.
She'll put it back in the hand.
She starts tucking
Now-
it away again. You know, these things bite you, like I said. They can make you feel something akin to a rage. I only have so many of these potions, but I do have a few. So if I tell you all to drink something, please remember to actually drink it. Do you feel better?
Well,
Thanks for looking out for us.
I want to clarify something, DM.
Yes, Joe.
Ismark holds up the lantern.
Mhm.
It is the only light source. Everyone else has dark or low light vision, correct?
That is correct.
So, again, feel free to correct me, but I imagine that Ismark, being a human, when he holds up the lantern and shines a light,
Mm-hmm.
that on everyone else's eyes, there's that little like kind of animal glow because their eyes absorb more light.
Yep. They all have the cat eye look as you lift your lantern and you're alone. Well, you're not alone, but you're in the dark with this howling sin
Oh.
spawn.
Well, he is alone in one respect, but he holds up the lantern and then looks at Shay and just goes, hey, you good now? You got it out of your system?
she just looks at Ismark. And then she turns to look at Sola. She looks back at the monster. And she just puts her sword, sheaths it. Because I imagine she still had it out. Yeah. Thanks, Al. Just need to knock that bit.
So, as all of this is going on, we shift our focus briefly to someone else who is within the Catacombs of Wrath. Someone by the name of Hellbor.
What a
Now-
fucking name!
Now, Hekbor, you have been on your patrol of the catacombs as you've been instructed to be, when you hear something intolerably loud, especially to your extremely sensitive ears, and more so even than that, you start to smell something familiar. Something you haven't smelled in ages. A time you know to have likely been centuries at this point from your reading, but a time that is hard to quantify given your particular predicament. And it is coming from this lower direction here. So I'm just going to go ahead and have you start approaching the party. But as you do, get us into Hekbor's head a little bit.
You know, not too much happens down in the catacombs. Pretty quiet usually. Locked away. The sin spawn screams now and again. Goblins. There's something up with that guy. Quasar like laughs to herself. So hearing anything like new is extremely fascinating. But something familiar, now that's irresistible. So Hellbor is in a bit of a hurry heading this way. He's very excited to find out just what has been happening.
All right. You can move your token, I think, right? Or can you
Yes.
not? All right. You can go ahead and move him toward the party, which is further south, right over here.
Deadass, I thought you were going to say, not much happens inside Hecbor's head.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Wait, excuse me?
You're excused.
Matt, would you like to tell us what Hecbor looks like and what Hecbor is?
So, from the darkness of the catacombs emerges sort of fuzzy outlined figure. It's hard to tell what it is that approaches, but as it does, it's a little too small to be threatening. You figure it's only about 3 feet tall, and it's not the outline was fuzzy, but it's actually just bushy fur. It's a Samoyed standing on its hind legs, with a bit more erect posture than a dog normally has. Still got his paws hanging down to his sides, but he's very fluffy and very adorable. And he looks at you, looks at the sin spawn, looks at Sola, gives that little dog head tilt, just says, "This is interesting."
Wait, in common?
No, that's the impact of the gesture, not the word.
Huh. Gotcha. Whose dog is that? Wait. Bismarck steps to the side and shines the light on a little bit better. What is...
What do you... Turns to see dog.
Bismarck looks at
Are
Barney.
you one of my?
Are they yours?
Are you one of me?
So, Barney, upon seeing another pup, curiously walks over and starts like the dog rituals, as the case may be. Inspection. And eventually he concludes, sitting back down on his hind legs. He seems pretty unbothered.
It is a dog. It checks out. Well,
Stop.
if Barney
This is
fucks with the
fucking
dog,
Yeah.
he fucks
three-
with the dog.
3 feet tall on his hind legs would be like almost like Barney almost is fucking nose to nose with this thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Barney is a mastiff, Tibetan mastiff, so he's very large.
I was going to approach dog, because if Barney fucks with dog, she fucks with dog.
Yeah, Mezel was loading her gun when he came in, and then Barney did a little sniff around. It's like, "Aw." She'll get on her knee and kind of like do the "come here" gesture.
It's gonna pat your lap.
Sola, this is not a regular dog. In fact, as you see this dog, could you roll me a d20?
Oh
Are
boy.
you one of me?
That is 18.
18. Sola, you see this dog, and it hits you like a brick to the back of the head. You've seen this dog before. Not in this life. Not in any of your recent ones, even. You get visions of somewhere very cold. A deep, dark, evergreen forest filled with pine trees. You're walking through it alone in the middle of the night. And at your side is this dog. Although he was walking on all 4 legs then, you're certain it has to be this dog. And when you see him, the name Hellboard just pops into your head.
See, Sola kind of pulls her shawl and cloth around her a little tighter while she kind of shivers, and there's a frown on her face rather than the just kind of very carefully neutral expression that she normally has. And then she tilts her head as the tieflings are fucking gushing over the dog. Hellebore.
Hellebore. Yes. I am Hellebore.
Is he speaking that fucking out loud?
Yes.
You are one of me.
I wanna ask a clarifying question, DM. Does talking bipedal dog is that as unfrequent?
This is unusual. This is very
okay.
unusual.
Yeah. Okay. So Ismark's just like sitting there nodding, and he's like, "What the fuck?" But he's nodding yes.
I'd like to vibe check the dog.
Okay. Vibe check the dog. Go for it.
Hit me with it.
What's the vibe?
Matt, what is the vibe?
You know? Chill vibes. Happy to be here. Really interested in smelling Sola. Like, making, very, very glad for the attention, but
Mm,
there's something he recognizes there.
yeah. Imagine Shay did move closer. I don't think she was gushing, but she was intrigued. But she's like, why the fuck is there a dog in the fucking catacombs? Must vibe check. This is suspicious. Passes the vibe check, passes the Barney check. She's going chill. Posts up on the wall. Probably cleaning blood off of her fucking armor. Her job is done here.
Ismark gonna walk over to Sola and be like, "Oh, what?"
Who died just now?
That was me, sorry.
Kira dying .png or JPEG.
Sola is just kind of, as she is like fucking approached by dog and approached by Ismark, she just kind of slowly crouches down, not in the like, oh doggy come here, but just like more like get on eye level. And I imagine like Holly is kind of pressed up close beside, and she's just tilts her head. I knew you once. Long time ago.
It is good to see you again, Arias.
As a
No,
reminder,
that's Sola.
that is the name that Cornelius used earlier.
Oh, it is. You're right.
Oh.
There's just a little
We did
flash
hear
of
that, you're right.
confusion. Is it the name that you knew me by?
I'm sorry, I couldn't make that out.
Is that the name that you knew me by?
Yes, your scent is. Forgive me, you are not her.
It is seeming like I was. Though I do not remember much.
When I last saw you, you'd fallen in the sin well.
In the sin, what?
Sin
Sin well.
The sin well?
The sin well, the well of sin.
Where you take your bucket to get your sin.
Kira?
Yes.
What does that mean?
It means that you had fallen in the sin well.
Do I know anything
I
about that?
don't, you can't be any clearer.
That makes about as much sense as it does in the context in which you heard it.
Arcana or history.
Well of sin. Well for sin.
Or history, okay. Which one is better? They're the same. 26.
Okay. So, Sola, You've done enough study of ancient Thassalon to know briefly what a Sinwell is. A Sinwell is what gives birth to a creature like this Sin spawn here. It's kind of a crystallized liquid version of a sin. And by introducing blood or sometimes living objects into a sin well, you can create a sin spawn. Falling in one would be a horrible fate.
It's probably a little hard to tell in the darkness and it just like lit by one side by the fucking Eastmark's lantern. But she goes just a little pale. Yeah, if I fell into one of those, that might explain a few things. Forgive me for asking, but how are you here?
I had thought that I dragged you clear all of those years ago. It was I who fell in and sunk beneath the surface. Recently I awoke without knowing why.
And you have been down here since?
I knew not what else to do. The Quasit said that I would be able to see you again if I did her bidding.
She just kind of tilts her head a little bit, and then she'll glance towards Holly. Is Holly also seeming to be like chill with?
Holly is pretty chill. Holly is like walking around, not doing the dog sniff, but just sort of inspecting, and then returns to sit back by your side, Sola. Very peaceful capybara.
Sola nods a little. Hell, it seems like there is plans by many people to get us here. I think you and I will need to have a much longer conversation.
Nothing could please me more than seeing you once more.
So, there's a smile, but it looks a little uncertain, which is very strange for her. You have been here and seen the closet at the center of all this, yes?
Yes, she calls me her guard dog.
Ooh. Fucking. You know what? Fucking my new favorite toy. As soon as I hear that, fucking detect magic.
Detect magic on Hellborn?
Yes.
Do you have any magic items, Matt?
No,
You don't. Yeah.
I'm just a dog.
He's just a dog.
Normal, innocent dog.
Oh, we're paused. Can I get a quick spelling?
Of Hellborn?
Yeah. Is there an extra E in the middle?
There's an extra E, yeah. You guys, I put nameplates on, so you should be able to see it on the Roll20 there. There we go.
I only see my own. Thank you. I'm putting in chat.
Does he have little doggy-sized gear?
He's swaddled in what looks like furs, like someone from the north would wear, but because he's a dog, it's mostly just kind of a blanket wrapped around him with a fur collar that kind of comes up, and Muffin tops his floof a little.
Fighting dog. Does
You
he
need
have
to
a
share-
hood? Does
You
the
need to
hood
share
have
the
ear holes?
art in the character chat.
Please?
There is no. Well, he can't put the hood on. There's the hood, but his dog
Okay,
does
but
not know how to do that.
does the hood have ear holes? This is
Yes,
very
absolutely.
important. Okay, good. Anyway, we're holding you up for ransom. Put the image in chat.
In the Rise of the Runelords characters chat.
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
So this is the close up. The rest is not representative, but it's a cool dog. What a good boy.
Oh my god.
Aww.
Aww.
Sola just kind of nods a little bit to herself. And I guess Helbor would have seen her eyes kind of go white with magic for a moment before she kind of looks around at everybody else and then looks back. It seems like we are on a collision course of sorts with this closet. It will be dangerous. We would understand if you do not want to deal with such things.
I am at your side, as I ever was. You have but to name it, and it will be done.
She tilts her head, but then there's a little nod and stands up, kind of straightens herself out a little bit. And it seems like we will have extra help then. Helbo, this is Ismak, Sheadres, Mezzamine, Bani Kokoro, and Wally. She just kind of gestures to each one in turn.
Nod from Shay.
Ismark awkwardly holds out a hand for a shake and then takes his hand back and just goes, hey.
You can't take that back. Don't ask for it. I looks like really sad that you took it back, like you just played like a horrible trick on him.
Hold on.
And he's just like that dog confusion, like I thought that was gonna happen.
Does he approach like he is wanting a pet, or does he approach like he's going to shake a hand?
He was under the impression that a shake was going to happen, and now he's just extremely confused because this was a shake engagement, but now the shake's not happening. Where do we go from here?
You're just facing each other.
Ismark is just like awkwardly. He's not offering the hand again, but he's also like, should I?
Shake his hand.
I don't know. He holds his hand out for a handshake.
Telebor lifts his and just kind of little shaky. Isn't sure if this is another trick, but just places it on there.
Telebor, you can hear under his breath. I didn't think. I thought this would be demeaning. I don't know. It's a pleasure to meet you. Yeah, I'm Ismark.
It's a pleasure to meet you too, Ismark. He seems totally non-bothered by the fact that like you're playing him like he's a dog, because he is a dog, and he's very excited to have done this. Like his tail is wagging, ears are twitching. It's all there.
It's kind of funny because Mark was gonna shake his hand. Bez had the instinct of like, ooh, pet.
So I feel it. I can feel the like Ismark confusion look towards Sola without you even saying it. I can feel it, and she would just like close her eyes, shake her head, kind of like lift a hand slightly. Just no, I don't. Not now.
No, he's got to do this on his own.
He nods and he just nods and is like, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
But is he still shaking? Like, is he still?
Yes. He
Okay.
has not stopped shaking he hasn't let go. The handshake has gone on for an ungodly amount of time.
Hellebore loves
Imagine
this.
he's doing the fucking. Hellebore, can you do shake? He's doing the dad thing. We're just like, wow, look at that. Crazy technology these days.
He's kind of doing that, but he feels bad because he's also like, man, I don't know if this is like really demeaning, but I'm like really impressed with how incredibly human this dog is. But is it weird to say that, or maybe I don't know, because the dogs don't have to be human. Maybe I'm like dog.
So is Hellebore
We understand
like,
each other perfectly.
is Hellebore like 100% like dog anatomy and everything just bipedal, or is
Yeah, pretty much.
oh
I love him.
Sola
He's
just like
this boy.
after a moment, seeing Shaydra start heading towards the doorway, will look back towards Hellebore, maybe save Ismark here. Do you
I'd be here forever.
Please.
know what else is down here? Other than
Hellebore like
closet.
moves to leave with the others, but like still holding the hand. It's like, are we going, Ismark?
Yeah. We should go. And he looks at Sola and then awkwardly just stops handshaking but doesn't let go, and then continues handshaking and then stops handshaking, and then will let go of your tiny hand.
Damn it! Hellebore looks crushed for like at least 2.5 seconds, and then recovers instantly.
If Ismark did not have above a plus, if Ismark had a dumped will save instead of a medium will save, he would have gone to handshake again. But he's safe. He is safe from the prolonged, awkward exchange that he has already given himself.
Safe for now.
Safe for now.
He has a fucking toddler. He should be immune to some of this.
He really should be, but you'd be wrong.
Is he like this with his toddler? Like when the baby like goes to put its hands up and he grabs it, is he doing exactly this?
No, because he doesn't look at his toddler and think like pet with 2 legs.
I don't think he might.
That's
Two
what really
legs!
got him on this
2
one.
legs!
He's like pet on 2 legs, but also like seems like a competent person. This pet makes better sentences than my daughter. I don't know how to deal with this.
This is why you're the investigator. You got the big brain.
He knows a lot about dogs, and he knows a lot about people, and he knows like only factual information and none of the like fuzzy area overlap. Nor does he have any idea what to do, especially at 9 charisma. He's really just looking at it like, yeah, I should stop, right? Please.
This is just on brand. He's going to have at least one social faux pas with each party member when he meets them.
Not even a dog could save them. After they're done shaking hands, Hellebore just goes right back to following Sola, like he's down to be her dog again.
A little tiny shred of like uncertainty and discomfort, but she handles her shit pretty well. She better after all this time, and just kind of tilts her head. And again, what do you know what else is down here, Hannibal?
Well, there's the Sin Well, there's the Quasit's room where the wine was brought to her. I prefer the library. That's where I read my books.
Do you know how many more of those things there are? She'll kind of gesture towards the dead sin spawn.
Let's see. You know that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
God damn it.
6.
A dog doesn't have that many fingers, so I don't know if I can count that.
6 more or
Okay,
6 total?
Sir, you said second Helmore can read. Helmore better be able to count to
This
at least
this
10.
dog can read Ancient Thessalonian, I'll have you know.
So they
this is
better
gonna
be
be
able
great.
to count to 10.
I feel like it's very subjective what Hellebore can and can't do, based on if he wants to do it or not.
A dog has that liberty. Like, a dog could do anything it wants in front of you, and nobody would ever believe you.
This is just straight up Toy Story rules.
It has 16 toe pads, okay?
Whoa.
Whoa, toe beans.
Let's not start talking about my toe pads.
We only just met.
Apparently not.
Didn't know this is a feet guy, sir. For
All right. So, Hellebore, you know that there are 6 other sin spawn. You also know about your arch nemesis who is here, as well as the other thing I told you about and deposit.
Hellebore looks down and thinks for a moment. There are 7 total, 1 for each of the deadly sins.
And she nods a little bit and looks to the others. Yeah, it seems like there's going to be quite a bit of fighting ahead of us. Probably
There's also
best to assume that all of them are going to be like this one.
Oh, great. Lovely. How many of those do you got, Sola?
Enough. As long as you don't make
Don't
a
get
habit
hit.
of getting bit.
Oh. Right, I was trying to. That was the plan.
Oh, I couldn't tell. I'm sorry.
Just fucking eyes glance. Was that set in character?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I couldn't tell for a second there. I just like glanced at Kokoro before her eyes go back. She's keeping a lookout. She's fine to chill, but like if Hellebore hurt us, something else might. So she's keeping an eye out.
Yeah, Shay, you don't see anything. Could you make me a perception roll, though?
Oh shit. Okay. 19.
So you don't see anything, but in the quiet of the cave, and it must be said, it is very quiet here. You don't hear anything in the way of running water or wind or really anything aside from your own talking. There's terrible stillness to this place. That said, you do hear something. It sounds like a woman screaming. Hellebore, you would know that this is one of the things that patrols, well, doesn't patrol, but keeps an eye out for the altar area, the Vargoi. And you're going to need a spelling on that one because you would not be able to spell it right on the first time if you tried. I
Okay,
can
hold
tell
on.
you
Give me a
that for
second.
free.
Hold on. Give me a second.
Go ahead and type out that spelling.
There you go.
So, well,
dear God, it's French.
I'm hoping
Oh,
Mez
it's
is
Haldan?
heading towards the body to do what I think Mez is going to do.
Well, no one else is doing it.
Okay, because I was about to have Solo do that if nobody else did.
I mean, I just imagine she reloaded her gun. Everyone's talking, and she's like, "Well, I mean,
Well,
see what parts can be used."
Loot the
Yeah.
body.
Oh,
Loot
you're
the
looting the
body.
body? Okay. Let me see. What's he got?
We are professionals, ma'am.
I see. I see.
RP first, then loot.
Yeah. I mean, y'all can loot that. Shay's had enough of that thing.
Okay. So. All right. This sin spawn here. Wait, what? Huh? What?
What's going on?
What am I missing?
Oh.
Oh.
It's like when a dog chooses his secondary person in a group of friends against that person's will.
You get the Ronsor that the sin spawn was using, which is actually a pretty decent weapon.
Hey.
You also find a deck of playing cards and 5 gold. The Ronsor uses just the regular Ronsor rules from Pathfinder. It's just a regular old Ronsor.
Fuck you, spell that?
Ranseur. It's 2d4 crit times 3 piercing two-handed. It's got reach.
It's like a halberd kinda. It's really good.
Mhm.
They're pretty solid.
It's like a trident shaped halberd. So it's
Yeah.
if somebody
Cool.
wants a pole arm.
Babagoo.
Babagoo. That Hellebore, at the sound of that scream, you know that the gunshot must have set off some sort of alarm. Like, she must have heard it.
Alvor looks like really upset when the scream happens, like covers his little dog ears. Can't get the hood on to cover them up, but kind of just winces, holds his head down.
Did everyone hear that scream?
Yes.
No. Oh. I thought you were asking if there was an actual scream like that audibly went off, and I was like, I didn't hear a scream. Sorry.
If everyone hears that, instantly, hand is on the hilt of the sword. She's like, "Oh, lovely. Should we deal with that now or later? I don't think we got a choice."
I don't
Yeah, it's
either.
gotta be now.
Well, let us get moving then. You are good to continue, yes, Shadress.
Ah, peachy.
So we'll kind of watch Helmore like cut through and move towards the front. Kind of blinks for a moment before she just starts moving too. Kind of puts a hand on the back of Kokoro to turn her and get her going in that direction.
I love that little gesture.
Okay, I'll be in the back. Don't worry about me.
Alvor's not like growling, but he's got a little bit of a snarl going on in the direction of the scream.
Okay.
Fucking marching order.
Marching order, I guess. Would Hellebore want to take point?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Dogs
Oh,
love
boy.
this.
Well, Shay.
We are going on walkies.
Here we go. See, the thing with fucking somehow, Matt, you have perfectly bypassed Shay's dislike for people.
Because he's not.
The secret is not being a person.
Because she likes animals more than people.
Okay, so Hellebore, you know that there are 2 paths divergent in a wood, yada yada, Robert Frost. If you go this way, I know you hate that poem. This way can lead you up there, but it's going to take longer. The sin spawn also tend to hang out vaguely in this direction. It's easier to avoid them if you go over here, toward the north.
Yeah, we're taking the shortcut, boys.
Alright. She's gonna follow
Okay,
the
keep
dog.
moving, and I'll tell you when to stop.
Cool.
You would know to make a right here because the top is just kind of a solid wall, as you can see. Dead end. All right. You can stop here, Hellebore. And so this room here is a memorial of some sorts. Anybody who is approaching this room or seeing this statue, feel free to make me a knowledge history roll.
I seem to have lost my party.
Hey,
I'll move you.
Lucas.
I'll move you. I'll move you.
Okay.
There you go.
You said knowledge
I went the wrong way.
history.
Yes, history.
23.
Okay.
Where the
Nope,
fuck?
that's the wrong one. Not knowledge local.
It's gonna be a flat roll. Here we go.
Do you have ranks in knowledge history?
Right, I forgot. I can't roll if I don't have ranks, right?
The highest you can get on an untrained knowledge roll is a 10. So like very basic facts.
So my bonus
not
to
know
knowledge history and my bonus to knowledge local are the same. So
Okay, so you
if
can
you don't
keep
want me
that
to
if you want.
re-roll it, I will keep it, and I also get to boost this with a d6. Yeah, let's go. 22.
22. So we've got 22 and what was it, 23?
Yes.
See? Okay.
Yes.
So with a 22 and a 23, Shayadraz, with a 10, you can identify this figure as a fucking wizard of some kind. Some kind of lady wizard who is holding one of the same lance sort of things that the Sin Spawn had. She looks extremely pissed, but she's cloaked in very fine armor. Old-fashioned armor, the sort of which you've never seen before. Sola and Ismark, you recognize that this woman is a Runelord, but the exact name of her escapes you. The Runelords, of course, were the most storied practitioners of Thessalonian magic, with each one being dedicated to a particular school of magic, embodied in Thessalonian magic ideas by a particular sin. The person who had most embodied that was a Runelord, and often they would beef for little to no reason whatsoever. Runelord would certainly have had the power to construct whatever it is you're here in the middle of. With over a 20, that round sword that she's holding has a faint tinge of magic to it. It does look usable if you can get it out of there.
Detect magic. Eventually you're just gonna have to just like automatically assume that that's gonna happen, because I am never not keeping that up and like never not going to have that prepared.
That's fair.
Just make a macro and just hit the button.
It's
cast detects magic.
It's a +1 run sword, and it's
Oh.
very beautifully decorated.
Just
As much a work of art as it is a weapon.
kind of tilts her head, squints a little bit, and if it's above 20, then that means that with how you described it, Ismark would also see that it would be magic, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So she just kind of tilts her head. I think that particular weapon in the statue is enchanted to hit a little harder.
Oh yeah.
Do you know how
Ismark.
to use one of those?
Do you have martial proficiency, buddy?
I need to check really quick. Hold on. I need to look at a part of my character sheet that I don't look at very often.
Investigator doesn't normally get that unless you have a variant.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do not have.
You do not have that. You get simple plus rogue weapon. That's it.
Yeah.
Yep. So Ismark looks at it and just kind of tilts his head, and he's like, I mean, I could probably find the pointy end, but I'm not going to be making any fancy moves with it.
Shayadraz, you could use this if you wanted.
It would be two-handed, so you wouldn't get the shield, though.
It's two-handed and it's reach, so I would have to teach you about reach if it's not the same as it is in 5e.
Reach is good.
Why are all the names similar but different?
Well, just explain reach so that like she can decide.
Okay, so reach means that let's get a sacrificial token over here. Let's get gigantic Eevee. This is possessed Eevee. Okay.
Okay.
If you are right here
Uh-huh.
with your round sword, you would not be able to attack Eevee. You would only be able to attack her and threaten her if she was over here.
Oh, so if someone closes in to hit her, she would have to move away from them to hit them.
Yes.
Okay. I mean,
If nothing else, it'll sell for at least a little bit more than normal.
I mean, she'll fucking take it.
If I could use it, I would definitely love something a little bit more versatile in that way, but I ain't know such one of those things.
Shay is staring at it. Her head tilts. She's getting flashbacks to Shalalu's training.
Shalalu probably did teach you how to use most pole arms. I can't imagine it was a pleasant experience.
I don't think so either.
Another thing that can be useful about those is for attacks of opportunity, you threaten those squares as well.
Mm-hmm. So if Eldritch Eevee were moving through this square, trying to charge, you would be able to stop her here as opposed to here.
Ah, okay. She just looks at it and she's like, I mean, I can. And now how to?
Perhaps it is best to get it at least as a backup, if nothing else.
She just looks.
Oh, go on.
Yeah, she just looks and she's like, yeah. Yeah, alright. She'll fucking look at it and she's like, she holds up a hand and just gestures. I don't know if I should just take it, though. I think I'll die.
Solo will come closer and inspect the statue to make sure it doesn't have any, at least, fucking, she's not the trap person. Easemark's the trap person, but she will make sure that there is no extra magic.
So the only magic you can detect on this statue is magic that would keep it from degrading. Otherwise, it is pretty much non-magical.
So
I guess you want me to check it for booby traps? I mean, it's part of a statue.
Yeah, in a tomb with monsters.
Oh, yeah, but there's also, and he gestures to Hellebore, that in a tomb.
He's probably the only good thing in here.
Hellebore takes the gesture as just an invitation.
He's more like fumbles with his hands awkwardly, just kind of gesticulating in the air, and then just pats Hellebore on the head.
Hell yeah.
No, it's Hellebore. And then he will check for traps.
Alright, roll me a check.
Oh boy. Yeah, fine. What do I roll for this? Perception?
Perception.
Or, yeah. Yeah, perception. 21.
Perception of 21?
Oh. Yeah.
That is...
Never mind.
Just enough for you to know that's completely normal. This is a regular statue.
Mark looks at it and he, like, if it's not trapped, he's gonna grab the rinser handle and like give it a one good yank or a tug. Does it just come loose?
Yeah, it just comes loose.
He grabs it and yanks and just goes, oh, hey, look at that.
Ismark, this thing that you are holding in your hands is worth more than anything you have ever held in your life. You're fairly certain.
Ooh.
He's turning it over in his hands and he's just like, whoa. Hey, this is something. I mean, I'm not a professional with it, but, you mind if I give it a try?
Can everyone move back first?
No, not right now. Not right now. Like, in a fight.
She looks at him. She's like, if you want to, I'm not gonna stop you.
If you're going to try to make sure that you at least do not hit anybody that I need to heal.
I won't, you know. I've used a sword and a dagger, and, I've gotten into my fair share of scraps, and he holds it and aims it like a rifle. Like, holds it in this weird way you should not hold a spear or a ranseur, and he's just, like, kind of looking down the barrel of it in a way.
Enough of that. Just, nope.
I'm just looking down the blade. I'm not gonna
Gently
swing
take it from him.
Yeah, Shay will fucking take it from him. You're like, she shakes her head. She's like, this is how
Hey,
you
I'm
hold it. She'll correct his hold. You don't put the blade next to your eye. Unless you want to go blind.
He was not looking down at, like staring down, putting the sword, like the pointy end towards his eyeball.
You said looking down the barrel. I assume
yeah,
looking down a barrel, but with blade. So
Hold
I
on.
assumed.
He's looking down the shaft of the weapon.
Yeah, like holding it by the
Oh.
holdy end and pointing this pointy end at someone.
See,
Like looking down the barrel at it like that, but it's a spear, and it's like, that's not how you use a spear. And he's just like, yeah, I don't know, trying to figure out the length. He's got a 19 intelligence. He's not dumb.
Okay, that's why I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Because
He's got a 19 intelligence and a 13 wisdom.
That's why I was fucking confused. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Why the fuck are you doing this? Now, I thought down the barrel meant down the barrel.
You can still use weapons that you are untrained in. You just don't
Yeah.
get the proficiency, right?
You
Yeah,
get the penalty.
He'll just swing it with a minus. You get a -4 penalty, I think.
Yeah.
But it's a +1 ranseur, so that mitigates it a little bit. And Ismark is a melee character, but this kind of lets him not get in the way of the other melee characters.
Singular right now, until we figure out what the fuck Hellbor does.
Hellbor looks like a melee character. If you ask me, look at him.
Thank you.
He follows Ismark around. He looks like a scrapper.
I mean, Ismark is free to use it.
Arr.
Hi, Sailor.
Hello.
That's what Hellbor sounds like in a fight.
He just grabs on. He just chomps down on one of their ankles and just goes.
You have to put the squeak toy by them first to get him to go up.
Between Kokoro and Sola, they should be able to figure out how to make some sort of noise.
Squeaky toy.
Make the enemy sound like squeaky toy.
Noise, you say?
Noise. Squeaky noise. They had a squeaker in their shoe.
I have Presta. I can make a noise with Presta.
You just turn one of their boots into a squeaky toy form of it. Why do you get zoomies at 9 p.m. every fucking day? Could Mesmine use it? In theory?
I was more just looking at it to appraise it. But
Oh yeah, but just for my curiosity.
Gunslinger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they get martial.
They.
So yeah, she'd be able to.
I find that amusing for some reason.
If you think about it, it's just a gunless bayonet.
Okay, could Mesmine combine this?
Well, see,
No, when Mesme needs to go into melee, she just flips the gun around and just smacks people with the butt of the gun.
well, she's already picked up one of these. It's just not magical.
Yeah.
So she now has the oh shit, they are too close for me to continue to reload.
I'd like to point out that I was going to give that to someone if they wanted it. I just,
Yeah, you keep
didn't
it right
get a
now.
chance.
We're going to be
Okay.
looting some other things, I guess.
I need the DM to carry Ismark through the Dungan while I go do Wormy.
So
5-minute break is what I'm hearing.
this Runelord thing. This is a statue of them, right?
Kira is AFK, but yes.
Okay. Do we know what sin they represent?
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment. Okay.
Oh man, I should get a snack. I'll be right back.
5-minute breakout.
It's break time.
Oh no.
Okay, hello. Sorry about that.
You're fine.
Oh, good. I too am having gastro problems, and also getting the warming.
The struggle is real.
Just took it as a chance for a 5-minute break for most everybody, I think.
Yeah, makes sense.
I have returned with food.
Welcome. I am also here now.
Whoa. Always good to have you, Kira.
So then the question is, do we have a Iris, Piper, and
Sure.
Matt?
Do we have
Matt should be
anybody?
back shortly.
I'm back.
I
You
am here.
move so fast, Matt.
Teleports back to their desk.
Alright, so we're just waiting on Piper?
Nothing
Yes.
personnel, kid.
Mata mata.
Also, Kira, I don't know if you heard, but Easemark wants to keep it.
Okay. Yeah, I heard that bit.
Okay.
So Ismark has the +1 one. Mez has the regular one.
Mm-hmm.
Piper had questions.
Piper had questions. Okay.
Yes.
And it's a -4 if you don't have the weapon proficiency?
Yep.
Pretty sure, yeah.
Okay.
Have fun with that, buddy.
It's a +1, so it's only a +3, right?
So it's only -3, yeah.
Or, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I can't math.
Did you still get the plus from whatever ability?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's a strength one?
Well, he still gets to add his strength mod. It's just that he takes an overall penalty. It's base attack, rather, to hit. So, base attack plus strength, I think.
Yeah, it'd be BAB plus strength, then -4.
Yeah, he wouldn't be able to finesse this.
I don't think Ismark's strength is much anything that's gonna help.
Poor guy.
You get 1.5 because you have to two-hand it on damage.
You get to flex that sweet investigator 3/4 BAB.
Hey, you get sneak attack, though. That's nice. The damage dice are, like, slightly better than a 1d6 as well.
Not
Does
gonna
he have
hit as
sneak
much,
attack?
but just might hit a little bit harder.
I'm pretty sure investigators get sneak attack.
They don't get studied until 4th level. It's the weirdo, totally not a sneak attack.
Part of me is very happy I've not had to fucking deal with beating somebody with the stick. But part of me is also very sad that I've not had to beat with the stick.
Back.
Alright, Joe's back. Do we have a Piper?
Hi.
I fucking
Alright.
forgot that I get to add 1.5 of my strength to the damage. That's a bust. That's fucking nuts. So let's go.
Piper, I heard you had questions.
Do we know what kind of sin this Runelord had? Like, what his?
I will give you for free that it is wrath.
You know, caverns are wrath. You know
Oh.
that makes sense.
Mhm.
You know.
Let me look up the.
We stop to think about that for a moment. Yep.
Let me look up.
I was going to answer when you asked it earlier, but then I thought, you know what? What if it's not the right answer? What if it's a little switcheroo?
So, that is evocation for the Thessalonian system.
Okay.
So this woman is a master evoker.
Oh, so she got the damage spells.
Yes, she had the dammy numbers. This was the DPS mage of the system.
And you said that this is a female wizard.
Yes.
Is there any like resemblance to like pictures or etchings or anything that Sola has come across?
Yeah, I would say with as close as you came, this is a face that you've seen before. It's just that when you reach for the name, it doesn't really. It's not there, it's just a step beyond where your brain can get to right now. But this is certainly an extremely famous Runelord, and one that was supposed to have operated in the area Sandpoint currently is in.
Okay.
And if we have no further questions or banter, you guys can proceed. Hellebore, up north are some prisons. There's a bunch of sin spawn there. To the right would be where the Vargoi is.
Yeah, let's not do this in spawn. Let's where are you going? Where are you going?
Yeah.
Get back here.
No, Hellebore can continue because as soon as Ismark starts like poking his nose a little too far, there is a holly that will like move in front of him. And then he like turns around and like Sola's just staring at him.
What? I'm investigating. That's what I do.
Perhaps investigate somewhere that there are not monsters trying to kill us.
That. Kill me,
Alright.
Sola.
I am trying to do the exact opposite, in fact.
So this is a narrow passageway with stairs leading directly upward. Very narrow stairs covered in the gravel of centuries that have passed overhead, and it ends in a door. Door is ornately decorated with a Sahedron rune. Hellebore, you know that this is just a regular door. You've used this door several times before. You also know that the room ahead of you is fairly small, so you're not going to have much time to move or react once you're in there. And the Vargoi does know you're here. So if you want to formulate a game plan for when you open that door, now would be the time.
Hellebore looks at the door and looks back and looks directly at his mark for a moment, but then looks away. The Vargoi is beyond this door. It is a small.
Do you know what a Vargoi is?
Yes.
Let's see what the fuck knowledge you have to roll on this one.
Not a lot.
It's just a little guy.
It's just a little guy. Planes. Give me a planes roll. Anybody who has planes can roll at the mention of Vargoi.
Oh shit, I got that.
Let's see him.
Or else.
That's a 24.
Oh shit!
Bruh. 24 and 25.
24.
She's like, those fucking things!
You know what? She would hate this. Right.
Oh, she.
We've got a 24 and a 25. Is that all? Would anybody else be attempting to roll?
I don't have knowledge planes.
All right.
I don't have planes. Yeah.
So with the 24, let's see, was that Sola?
Yes. 24.
So Vargois are terrible, terrible fucking creatures. Just aberrations against man, although not typed as aberrations. They're not native to the material plane. They are, in fact, evil outsiders. They are shaped like human heads with wings. So the head is about 12 inches high. The wings are about 35-inch wingspan. You usually see them in battlefields, graveyards, anywhere that there's death or decay, because they love that. You would also know, Zola in particular, that their bite is extremely poisonous, and not a regular sort of poison. It's very pernicious, and it can only be healed with magic, and even then, only at great difficulty. The bite is bad, of course, but they also have a shriek. Um, Anything that hears the shriek that isn't properly prepared for it, that is to say, that anything that fails its save, has been known to freeze in place. That is to say, gains the paralyzed condition. That is what you would know, Sola. Shay, you know something that's even worse than that.
Hold on.
Okay. Holding.
Okay. Another bullet point section. Alright, hit me.
All right, Shay, you know one additional thing that Sola does not know, which is how a Vargoi reproduces. And you really wish that you did not know this. In fact, you could have lived your whole life without knowing this. But at one point, Shalelu just started talking about it and went on at length and did not seem to understand that it made you deeply uncomfortable. So Vargoi reproduces via a Vargoi kiss, where it descends on a creature, and if they are not able to fight off the Vargoi or make a save in an appropriate amount of time, they will start to slowly transform into one over the course of several days, which is a god awful process. It involves all of their hair falling out, their ears growing into wings, their teeth becoming fangs. It happens over the course of a couple days, and eventually they just start wasting away. They start taking intelligence and charisma damage in a mechanical sense. At the end, the victim's head breaks free of its body. Now, you can slow this down once it's started by putting them in the sunlight, but stopping it, you would need magic to stop it. And that is what you guys know about the Vargoi.
Double check my shit.
I am going to my bag to go grab a set of dice. I'll be right back.
I see you're not trusting roll 20 dice for this one, huh? Aaron's certainly upset about something. I apologize for that.
Can't have those out. Okay. What does this do? If Helivore is aware of, there is one of these things.
Indeed. Helivore would know there is only one of these things.
I returned.
Alright.
Alright, opening up my inventory.
And it's not a big room. It's a small room. Okay.
Yeah, Helivore, I'd like you to draw in the sand. Approximately how big is this room? Please use this pebble as the size of one of us.
Okay. Helivore, you know that this is a circular room with about a 15-foot diameter.
That's
The
about
center.
like,
Oh.
it's about like 2.5 dudes.
In the center is a well filled with very foul-smelling water, Helivore. You don't know exactly what it is, but you don't like it. You don't like it one bit.
I actually ate it.
We need to get you to the vet if you ate it.
Hearing the size of the room, knowing what the fucking Solo would say what she knows about the Vargoy for everybody's benefit.
Mhm.
And would just kind of like squint at the doorway, look at this like single file stairway that they're in, look back at the doorway again, take a step back, and like kind of shoo Holly over to the side so they are to essentially motion Mez forward because Mez needs to shoot really good.
Yeah, fucking Shaker's name. I'm assuming this thing flies, right?
Yes, it's a flying creature.
Yeah, she fucking sheaths sword, pulls out short bow.
Not going anywhere near it, I see.
Or you can, if Mez wants to shoot it, you can ask Mez politely for the other Ransor to stab it.
How tall is this room?
It's over here it's about standard ceiling height, but there are rooms here that will have larger ceilings.
So, in theory, could the Reach Ransor hit it?
I would say so if it was flying.
Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna take it from Yzmark. Yzmark can use that.
No, you have a spare regular Ransor.
Yeah.
Oh!
Mez has one. That she got from the Sith. Okay,
Yeah.
I started to say Sith spawn. Fucking
Close
wrong
enough,
universe.
honestly. Yeah, fuck this thing. I feel like Shay would just ask, like, anybody have a net? Fuck this thing. She would not share what she knows, because that's cursed knowledge.
Do you take the Ransor from Mez or no? Don't stick with your bow.
I mean, Iris has been muted this entire time, so, I mean, if Mez wants to give
He's
it...
not gonna hold on to it. I said earlier, if anyone wants it, take it.
Okay. Well, sure. Just wanted to be sure, man. I don't want to just say I take a thing and you didn't.
I don't know if it's going to be like more effective for you to use that versus your bow, but
I don't know either, man.
It'll be same base attack bonus, but Ransor will be strength and bow will be dex.
Do you want the +1 Ransor if you're going to use a Ransor?
I mean, the +1 helps mitigate your lack of proficiency, right?
It does. It puts Yzmark at a higher damage die, but less accurate. So it goes from a +3 rapier attack to a +0 Ransor attack.
What the fuck are the stats on this thing?
Wait, this thing doesn't like light, right?
The Vargoy?
Yeah.
It doesn't have light sensitivity, but
okay.
The disease is halted by light.
Oh, okay. My bad. I have a couple flare ammo that I was gonna maybe use, so.
This is you mentioned Evil Outsider, right, technically?
Yes, it's an Evil Outsider.
So Shay's already gonna be rolling with a +2 from that.
Okay, so take the normal Ransor from
Mez.
Joe can keep the
+1
for Yzmark. Do you want us to re-roll initiatives, or are we just gonna stick with the same ones?
How would you guys like to do it? Let me take the sin spawn off.
It would be faster to just keep it as is, honestly.
Yep. Let's do that then. All right, so we'll keep it as is. I'll roll for the Vargoy once you guys are heading in. Well, let me
I
roll
will
now.
say Hellbor does need to roll too,
Mhm. Yes.
so make sure you clicked on your token before you roll.
How the fuck did I put this in my sheet?
$22. Pretty solid. All right, Vargoy, what have you got? What have you got? Where's your initiative?
I
Where
just
the
want
fuck is your
Hellbor to just
initiative?
like launch in like fucking Malinois flying chomp.
I'm ready, boss. Send me in, coach. Send me in.
All right. So, what is the plan?
Alright.
Bum rush it into a corner.
Bum rush it into a corner. Okay.
Alright, I don't know what... In theory, I don't know what else... I don't have enough... You have fucking encumbrance, so I can't load my inventory with bullshit.
You'll bring earplugs or wax or something to stop the scream.
Oh
You
yeah,
can always tear
honestly,
off a bit
buddy,
of your cape.
that it would be something I would have if I had the inventory fucking space. I've got chalk.
Yeah, you can stick that in your ears.
You
Yeah.
could. It wouldn't be pleasant.
No,
I don't know if
probably
it would
just
help you
tearing
much.
off. Yeah, tearing off a piece.
All right. If you tear off a piece of your clothes and you stuff them in your ears, you will be getting a circumstantial bonus against the shriek. So do keep that in mind. Is anyone doing that? And if you are, please give yourself some sort of icon on your hog.
Shay will do that.
If anyone's doing what?
Stuffing their ears with something.
Do we take any minuses for that in general?
What?
Like,
You
do
get
we
less
take any
grip, I
minuses?
guess.
For being deaf, you would take penalties if you're like deaf, but this isn't deafness so much as it is plugging your ears a bit.
Okay.
Let's see, deafened
It's
would give
-4
you
for initiative.
initiative. Yeah. I don't think this would qualify as deafened.
Yeah, if you know what you're going to, you're not trying to hear something.
Mm-hmm.
If everyone is, or if Ismark sees anybody else stuffing their ears with spare cloth, Ismark will take, like, oh fuck, do I have anything I can rip? Probably just part of my clothing, I guess.
Just fucking the tie.
Yeah.
The tie. Nobody likes ties.
Ismark tears up his tie,
Not-
but this is
yeah.
a tie that Ginny and Cece got him.
Aw.
So
It's his first dad tie.
So we'll make a point of stuffing Holly's ears as well.
Hellbor, are you stuffing your ears or?
How am I gonna do that?
You know, can Shay help with that?
Shay could help with that.
Okay, and then she
Be
pulls
very
out like
careful,
a strap of leather to help keep them in place.
Tie them down.
Yeah.
So you're giving me dog earmuffs.
Yes. She gets a strap of leather. Like, I imagine she's just like her cloak is now a little bit shorter, just like an inch or two. For her own ears and also for Hellbor's. Takes a strip of leather, attaches it on either end, maybe puts a fucking, I don't know, Sam Brown button or some shit on the other end, just so you can just like keep it in place.
Mets will try to do the same for Barney. He's a good boy.
You can also do that for Barney.
I
Will also
imagine-
be safe.
I imagine they both move, like, they're separated by however much space, but they just both move in sync.
I don't think
Alright.
Kokoro's shown people her foxtails, but she like manifests one and then just like wraps it around her ears.
That's a very cute way of doing it.
Wait, do we turn around and she's got tails now?
Yeah.
Tails look like a fluffy hat on top of her head right now.
Yeah.
It looks like a Ushanka or something.
It's a feather boa.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's Nunya.
All right. So, if that's the case, then we'll proceed in initiative order, which means Shay, you're up first.
Can we say that
shit.
Hellbor at least opens the door first?
Yes, Hellbor opens the door. Bork.
Don't ask how.
Don't ask how.
Ismark is gonna ask how.
Oh, then come over here and I'll show you, Ismark. Step up.
Oh.
Come to the front of the class.
No, I'm good back here. I got a good reach over here.
That's what I thought.
All right. Let me see here. I don't know how to delete that line.
Quick question, if
Yes.
that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want to shoot my friends,
Mm-hmm.
can I move Mesmine below Eastmark in initiative, or like?
Yeah,
another
sure.
way?
You can hold initiative. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you can delay an action.
Yeah, I'd rather not shoot through friend. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. I can't
Sideways.
figure out how to remove that, so we're just gonna fuck it, do it live. It is a 15-foot diameter circle room. So Shay, what would you like to do? The Vargoy is in this corner here.
Give us
Well-
our initiative back. You took it away.
Sorry.
Thank you. Well, she is. I mean, Ransor is a two-handed weapon, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so she can still do shield of swings, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Well,
fuck
that's
it.
a full attack action, and you
Yeah,
do
she
need
can't
to
do
get
that.
in here.
Oh yeah. I meant later on.
Yeah, later on she can.
Yeah. So I mean, we don't have a special strategic plan. She's like, we're just gonna fucking bum rush it all at once. She's like, I bet. She's just gonna fucking 90-degree turn, launch herself at it.
All right. Well, let's move you in here then. You can see now. How would you like to position yourself?
Wow, this is really bad.
I can't see shit. I'm very excited.
This is very, very small. And I just remembered reach is not good here. I forgot.
Well,
I know
if
you
it's up
explained
in
it to
the
me.
air,
It's in the air, yes.
It is?
Mm-hmm. It's flying.
If it's flying, does that count? Or
Oh,
does it...
I'd let you get under it.
Okay. Because I know you explained it to me, but my mind erased that and replaced it with D&D reach.
That's okay. Hold on, let me see. There you go.
Gotta be 10 feet away.
I think I figured it out.
Hey.
well, you can
Okay.
also move to like one side of the well there, and it would still be 10 feet away.
Yeah. Like if you were here, that would be 10 feet. If you were here, that would be 10 feet as well.
Alright. Well, I guess
You can place yourself wherever you like.
she would fucking 5, 10... What's her fucking movement speed? 20?
Yep.
Okay, well, she can only move like what? Here, 5, 10, 15? She'd move here, I guess? As far as she can.
Okay.
Attack?
Okay, Shaydraz, as you run into this room, could you make me a fort save?
Okay. Oh, I have my deck. I said a fort, right?
Yes, I said fort.
Wait the fuck? Okay. Alright. So that's gonna be a 4 plus a 6. That's gonna be a 10. Is there a circumstance bonus?
No.
No? Okay, this is not the same save for the earmuffs?
No, this is not the earmuff save.
Okay.
This is a Shay specific save.
Oh no! Oh
Big Sniffums
god!
save.
It's a big sniff'em save, indeed. Could you roll me a 1d4, please?
This fucking. I got a 1.
Well, that's good in this case. Shay, you run into this room, and the first thing that hits you, like a wall, is this horrible, awful scent of rot. And not just rot, but gangrenous rot. It's not just flesh rot, it's plant rot, it's mold, it's everything disgusting in life, festering and moldering within that well. The water is so disgusting, the scent is so disgusting that it makes your eyes water. You are sickened for this round, just this round. So that's a -2 penalty on damn near everything.
Shay, you might want to look into getting like sickened immunity off of something. Because you are
Listen.
a magnet.
Take some
Dude.
vitamin C.
The big sniffums is supposed to be a bonus, not a hindrance.
It is a bonus,
Is it?
but it does come with downsides.
There's been so many downsides. Alright.
But yes, proceed.
Sickened. Whoop. Close. That's just gonna be a -2, right?
Yeah, -2.
Okay. So she has a +2 from Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just gonna be a just regular roll.
Yes.
Okay, Shay, come on. You can do this.
Let's see what we got.
Alright. I got a... I want to go back to roll 20. I got another 10 total.
10 total?
Yeah.
Okay, 10 total is not enough to hit. I'm very sorry. You burst into this room. You're a little thrown off by the scent, the way it makes your eyes water. And it takes you a second to lock on to where the gargoyle is, because it's up in the rafters, in the shadows. And you only manage to figure out where it is from the undulating of the tentacles that were once hair. And as you're trying to attack this thing with the Ransor, it strikes you that this was once human, whatever this is. This was a face that perhaps you might have known at some point. And that hesitancy is what costs you the hit.
Oh.
Kokoro, it's your turn.
Well, you know, it is my turn, but I'm in no rush to barrel over everybody, so I'll pass. I'll pass my turn. You guys go ahead.
Is there an aid action?
There is an aid action if you want to
Okay,
take
is
that. Yeah.
Okay. I did not know that. I will take the 8 action.
Okay. So the next time somebody is making, I would say either you could aid either Sola or Mesmine. The next time that they're making a skill check or something like that, you can roll to assist them on that.
Okay.
All right?
Okay. I got your back. Whoever.
All right. Helvor, is your turn.
After she's attacked, how high off the ground is this thing?
She's like 10 feet up off the air, in the air.
Oh, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Melon will jump.
That's a long way to jump.
I think you got this.
Alright. Wolver's gonna run in. He does not like the smell either. It's real bad. It's real bad.
Do you have scent too?
Surprisingly, no.
Oh, then you're fine.
Alright, we will try acrobatics for high jump.
That's pretty decent, honestly.
High jumping is actually really difficult in Pathfinder. That gets me 4 feet off the ground.
That's a pretty good jump, though.
Yo! You got hops!
When you land, is it like a little squish, like a squeaky toy?
Yes, exactly so.
Let's go!
So, you know, Alvar snaps at it, but can't quite reach.
All right. Sola, it is your turn.
That's part of my move action.
Oh,
Would I be
sorry.
able to try intimidate to demoralize it?
Sure, go for it.
All right, gonna growl at it. It's 10 plus level plus whiz for the save.
So that's 10 plus 2 plus like your wisdom modifier or
No,
their?
it's wisdom. That's a
Okay. 10 all right plus
hit die plus whiz modifier.
wait, shit. That's the wrong button. Okay. It actually makes that. Rolled a 17. So what are you how are you trying to intimidate this Fargoy?
No, if it rolled a 17, I rolled an 18.
Oh, you rolled an 18. Oh,
Yeah.
then
Helibor, like after falling, just kind of looks up at it and growls.
You make eye contact with this Fargoy, and this Fargoy makes eye contact with you, and you have a history. The two.
It knows I don't like it. It knows.
It knows you don't like it. It knows you've been waiting for this opportunity, but it's also surprised by your inevitable but sudden betrayal, and it's demoralized, right?
It's shaken, yeah.
Shaken, yeah. So it'll be shaken then. Oh, thanks for the battle music, Joe.
We're like in a battle. I totally dropped the ball for a second there.
That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, it'll gain the shaken condition. Will that be it for you, Matt?
Yep.
Okay.
So,
Solo, what would you like to do?
is it double movement to like move through allies?
It costs, yeah, double movement.
Okay, so I have 30, 10, 20. So I'm gonna creep up here. I kind of have a angle on part of it. I can see where the token is supposed to be.
Yeah, because it is above Hellbore too. It's in the air, so I would rule that as a fairly clean shot.
Okay. So I'm gonna take a pot shot and let's see if I manage anything. Ooh. Okay, that's a nat 20.
Okay, I roll to confirm.
So that's just rolling attack again.
Yeah, same bonuses.
14 plus where's my bonus? 17?
17 is a hit. That is confirmed crit.
How does a crit work?
Usually it is double damage, so you can either choose to roll roll once and then double that, or roll 2 of the die. Most people will choose to roll once and then double that.
Fuck it, I'm gonna roll 2 die because I don't trust my shit.
Okay.
That's a 7 total. Hey, I'm rolling with 2d8 here.
You know what? That's fair.
Average. That is average.
That is average. That is average. All right. So you deal 7 damage to this thing. Sola, you line up your shot, and just as Hellbore looks at this thing and growls, it retreats. And the moment that it crosses your sight line, you squeeze that trigger, and you pierce it through where one of its ears would have been. And it's a little wobbly now as it's flying.
Hey, that's all I got.
Mez, are you ready to shoot one of your friends accidentally?
Step
No.
forward. Step forward.
The whole thing was to let Ismark first. That
Oh,
like
yeah.
that
Oh,
earlier.
right. Yeah, you are delaying your turn. Okay. Ismark, go.
Okay. So, Ismark, I believe he can get up to here, but he's got to scooch on past.
Yeah.
It's dark in here, isn't it?
It is dark.
Ismark is not a smart man. And by that, I mean, he's incredibly smart, but Joe is not. And mechanics demand to be attended to. So Ismark will run in, and he's going to have to awkwardly, like, set the lantern down
You can drop it as a free action.
Will it smash and break?
It will.
I
feel like one of us would have like
Mhm.
tied
Because
the
it's
fucking
dark in
lantern.
this whole thing, so it is reasonable that during your prep phase you would have tied it to your belt.
Yeah, like
If-
I feel like we would have like the stick up the back, so it's like hanging above his head.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. I buy that. I buy that for $1.
Okay, so if that is the case, then he'll have both hands on the Ranseur to try and take a swing. Am I far enough away from it?
Yeah, that works for me. That's
Okay.
10 feet.
Then we're gonna hope. We're gambling on hope, winging a prayer.
Rebellions are built on hope.
Can
That's a hit, actually.
That's good. Sheer luck. We're gonna do 4 damage.
All right. It takes 4 damage. How do you damage it, Ismark?
Ismark steps into the room, and it's still dark, so he like turns with the Ranseur and then looks at the thing, and then just kind of awkwardly steps back, and he'll like using a pool cue, hold one hand out and aim, and then the other hand will like push the Ranseur out and pull it back really quickly, like quarter pocket, ugly thing.
As you quarter pocket the ugly thing, you manage to hit it. The tip of the Ranseur pierces this thing's chin, and now it's just like bleeding all over the place. Hellbor, you are in danger of getting bled on your poor pure white fur.
Aww.
Now you look hardcore.
Ismark. Also, I think that should be 5 damage because it's a +1 Ranseur.
Oh yeah, he's using the +1. You're right.
Oh, you're super right.
Thank you, Matt.
I don't have damage factored into my thing here. Let me do that really quick.
Okay.
And now
Vargoy.
Hold on.
Delayed
It's,
action.
Yeah,
Oh,
Mez's
yep.
turn.
Mez, go.
Shoot! Mez.
Sorry, I was muted.
Yeah.
Am I still at a chance of hitting Ismark here?
This is a dicey shot. I would say if you roll a nat 1, you will hit Ismark.
You're fine.
That never happened.
Just don't roll a 1.
Don't roll a 1.
Okay. How about this?
5% chance, okay.
How about this? I'll get closer to Ismark and use his shoulders as a resting
Okay.
point.
Again?
Okay. See,
Again.
if you do that,
He will go deaf.
he might go deaf on a 1.
He's got stuffed ears.
Oh, he does have stuffed ears.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hearing
You know what?
protection.
That's a good point. Go for it.
He's gonna have tinnitus for a little bit, but he's a dad
He'll
of
be
a
fine.
toddler. He's used to it.
It's better than getting shot.
Yep.
So kind of pat on the shoulder real quick as she sets her musket on his shoulder and roll.
11. Okay,
Hey.
let's see.
Well, wait, what about the aid from Kokoro?
Kokoro, roll me a d20.
Okay.
Nope.
Sorry about it.
So I
At
think you
least
should
that
point
wasn't
gun at it.
Mez's roll.
Yeah, we got the one out
Okay.
after.
You know what? The aid was taking the luck bullet from
Yep,
fate.
yep.
Mm-hmm.
I checked
The
the
lucky unluck
when
one.
that happened. Yeah.
Okay, I'm so sorry. That is not a hit.
She says some encouraging words, but it's muffled by the earmuffs.
Yeah, the earmuffs don't get it. You have missed, Mez. I'm very sorry.
You surprise Ismark and he flinches. He's like, "What the?" And he just goes, "Malt."
Okay. The Vargoy is not very smart. So does not realize that you've all stuffed your ears, and it is going to use its shriek attack.
Oh boy.
So, all right. Everybody make me a fortitude save.
I don't know if I should use the dice or roll 20. Everything hates me. Is it because this isn't a Shay dedicated dice set? Is it just random dice that are red and black?
You haven't dedicated. Oh, Mesme, no, that's a nat 1.
No,
Do
man.
I still need to roll even
Oh.
though I'm here in Kansas, Miss DM?
Let me see what the 60 feet. So let's get out that measuring. Yeah, you're within 60 feet, Coco.
Damn. Okay.
All right. Oof, Shay.
Tieflings are not having a good time.
The tieflings are having a terrible time. Okay, Coco. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Can we go fight the other guys instead?
Sola,
Can we
Sola, I need to
leave?
save from you.
15?
15. All right. The tieflings are paralyzed.
Aww.
Oh, that's real bad.
All right, for 3 rounds.
Guys, have fun.
Time to go.
So the Vargoy lets out a
Fine.
blood-curdling scream. One that would normally shake you to the core, but most of you have stuffed your ears. But Nesmeen, Shay, something about the way that you stuff them, this just cuts right through, and it hits you in the center of your being, that you could die here. Feet and feet and feet below the surface, in this cold, dark place that nobody's been to in forever. You could die right here. And except for the party, nobody would know. And there are worse things than death, Shay, and you know that. You know what the Vargoy does once it's paralyzed somebody. But you can't fight the fear. You've heard so much about prey responses, and you've seen them. You've been on the other side of it, but now you're the prey. The Vargoy is going to use its move action to move toward Shay. Shay, I am very sorry. You are paralyzed.
I am paralyzed.
Kokoro, would you like to do anything about this situation?
What can I do?
Don't you have a magic wand thingy?
Freedom
Shoot.
of movement.
I mean, you know, but like, there's a dog in front of me, and like, he's awfully big.
Magic missile literally cannot miss.
Can I shoot it from here?
What's the range? Probably. I think it's like
Okay.
110 or something. Let me see.
Okay.
Magic missiles.
I didn't know if there was like a wall or a door blocking me.
100
okay.
feet. So you're fine.
Okay. Then I will cast.
For minimum damage.
Roll the d20 though.
No, you don't. This one doesn't have spell resistance.
Oh, okay.
And I'll walk like 20 feet back.
Are you sure? Because there's a lot of hallways to that room, ma'am.
I'll be right here's good.
Okay. So, you shoot magic missile. The Vargoy, they land weaving through the various party members in the Vargoy's side, and it's knocked slightly out of its orbit by this, but it's still standing. Hellebore, I sure hope you can do something to help out Shay Jessia.
Is it flying low enough?
It's lowered both by the magic missile and by Sola's attack, so we'll say it's down to 5 feet.
All right. So I'll try to jump first. That gets me 3 feet in the air. If I'm 3 feet myself, does that mean I can reach it?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to charge, and at the end of that, roll the grapple.
Okay, go for
Let's
it.
go.
Oof, 10.
A whole 3.
All right. That is not enough to beat its CMD. I am very sorry.
One sec. I have a +2 on grapple and a +2 from the charge. Does a 14 do it?
A 14 would be enough.
So I do have a 14 on that.
All right, a 14 will connect. So, Matt, I hope you have the grapple chart memorized.
Oh, we're going in.
Oh my god.
Don't worry,
God.
nothing really happens yet. It is just the grapple. We get the grappled condition.
We're now grappling with grapple rules.
It's all right. It'll be fine. We're all here together.
Forbidden technique.
Will that be all, Matt?
That's all I can do. We're both at -4 to Dex, so that may or may not lower its AC. We're both at -2 to other things outside of the grapple. That's pretty much the size of it. Also, I can't move.
Does that fuck us up if we're trying to shoot it?
Technically, yes, but go ahead.
Sir.
No, not the dog.
Do it. Shoot it.
Basically, as far as raw, shooting into engaged combat is what would do it. So if the Vargoy is near enough to Shadris, that would also cause that.
Yeah.
There's a feat to offset that.
That's precise shot. I think it's like what, a 4 or some shit?
It's -4.
Yeah, it's a 4. So it'll be a 4 if you're trying to shoot at the Vargoy right now.
Yeah, I don't believe there's rules written a chance to hit your party.
But it's got a lowered AC because
Yes.
it's grappled. Okay, so it's easier to hit, but I am rolling with a -4.
Yes.
Okay, so this is me. This would be me rolling at the -1. Yeah, fuck it. We might be killing the new guy, but
Let me
I
have
have
it. Let me have it.
nothing else. That's a 14.
A 14 will hit.
Hey. Okay.
What's your damage?
5.
5 damage. Okay, Sola, you are taking this thing down. Please flip it out for us.
Let's go.
Imagine, like, how is Hellbore, like, grappling this thing? Is it just, like, a bite, or is it, like, fucking...
It's a bite, kind of grabbing it by the hair, shaking it around while it's trying to get a Shadris.
I imagine, like, as he shakes, there's just the slightest, like, perfect timing as Sola aims and it goes right into the mouth and, like, into the head.
That's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. So your bolt lands in this thing's open, screeching mouth and pins it to the wall. And it is dead. The wings flap twice more, and it is gone.
Oh.
Slowly begins approaching the party again.
Hey, Kokoro, could you make me a perception check?
No, I don't want to do that.
I'd like to be willfully ignorant, please.
Alright.
You don't hear anything.
Boy.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm just gonna return to the party as usual. Like I already said I was going to do before I rolled.
Ismark is going to take the Rancer and, like, first he's going to awkwardly, like, set it down against the wall. He's gonna look at Shayadris and he's gonna be like, alright, that, you use it. If you're gonna use any of them, use the one that's magic, alright? Sheer luck is the only way I'm gonna hit anything with that fucking weapon.
I imagine he's talking to her and she's still fucking paralyzed.
Yeah, you're still paralyzed for like a solid, like, 12 seconds with this idea of fear. And even as it's been shot and you can see it dying, there's a part of you that still worries it's going to get back up. But it does eventually fade.
This brief moment where he says that and then looks at Shay and she's still frozen. He's like, Shay? Hey, Shay. Walks over and, like, grabs you by the shoulders. You in there?
after a few seconds, her head just kind of snaps towards Ismark. It's like, yeah, what?
You all right? Here, use.
No.
Yeah. Well, dumb question. Yeah, give me that. And he's gonna take the Rancer that is the mundane Rancer out of your hands, and he's gonna point to the magic one that he has propped up against the wall, and he's gonna be like, "You listen. If you're gonna use one of these," and he shakes the mundane one a little bit. He's just like, "Use the magic one."
She looks at it. And she's like, "Are you sure?"
He nods.
She'll look at it and look back at the Rancer, just like shakes her head a little bit as she'll just, I guess, step this way. I guess she'll pick it up and she'll just shrug and, I don't know, slide it under a strap on her back. If you want it back, just let me know.
Ooh, yeah, can do. And he's gonna take the mundane Rancer, and he doesn't know where you got it. He's just gonna take a step back and then prop it against the wall right there.
Sola, I imagine, is behind Mez, realizes something is wrong with Mez, and is kind of looking over her shoulder at Mez by the time she comes out of it. Just get this very quiet. And are you okay?
So when Mez kind of snaps out of it, she takes a small step back, like not a full step, but it's like when you get a little scared, you know, and kind of whips her head to Sola and just nods a little shakily. I'll be fine.
And Sola, I imagine, with her knowing Mez does not like being touched very much, there has become a slight habit of when she wants to be comforting, of kind of lifting an arm, almost like air hugging the shoulder. And so there's just this lift of the arm and a little bit of you can feel her kind of shawl against you, but she's not actually touching. And then, go ahead.
She just smiles, feeling a little bit reassured by that.
And Sola will give a little nod and kind of very gently step around, and then you get a bump from Holly in the back of the knee.
Instinctual head pats for animals.
What is this well?
This well is fucking grody. Would you like to attempt to detect magic at it?
Yes, I would.
Okay. You detect magic at the well. Let me find the particular write-up here.
Man, I cannot tell you how fucking disorienting it is to have to walk into a room with my token and look left and right like a fucking I don't know where anyone.
Metal Gear Solid guard.
I can only see. Yeah, fuck it. I can only see 2 to 3 of you at any given point.
Oh, so us moving our tokens around just jump scares you?
Dog. I can see 1 to 2 of you and the dog.
Okay.
Obviously, I don't count.
So let's see. Sola, this detects as conjuration magic, but also evil magic. You do not like this. You do not like this aura of this thing. that is what you would know from just detect magic. If you want to, you can either roll spellcraft or arcana to try and figure out more about it. I'd also accept religion.
Try an arcana roll.
He's marked like
24.
All right, 24. 24. You've heard of this before, mostly against your will. This isn't something that you would willingly research, I don't believe. These are called Waters of Lamashtu. Anything that drinks these waters, especially repeated times, is horribly deformed in a way that suits Lamashtu's will, which is not necessarily a good thing. Becomes a twisted, terrible version of itself when drinking from that. You do also happen to know that this counts as unholy water.
Ismark take a sip.
Nope. It's like you just
This little one.
she steps into the doorway, sees the well and kind of blinks at it and then realizes what it is in the very same like harsh Samsaran curse that came out of her when she saw the fucking mark on the statue in the catacombs comes out of her again. And she just kind of lifts her chin a little bit. And there is that kind of disgust on her face. And she'll look over her shoulder, kind of calling back down the hallway towards Mez. I don't suppose you have any explosives in there, would you?
Excuse me. What? What? What do we need those for?
She gestures towards the well.
I got a bit of gunpowder, and I do have a few flare ammo. If that'll help.
You would need a lot of gunpowder. More than you have.
Yeah, then no. She kind of shrugs a bit. Like, that's all I got on me.
Alright, roll me perception when you went back there, though, Mesmine.
Yeah. Sorry.
Sola just kind of curls her lip, shakes her head. Nobody even touched that water.
What the actual fuck? This is bullshit.
Mez, you need to get some dice, some physical dice, right fucking now.
Shadris leaves the
Alright.
body.
Go to Etsy.com and 10 ducks, and your luck too will go.
Shadras, you find nothing on this body.
Oh, yeah.
It is very certainly dead.
But
There's
I
no
wasn't
loot to be
looting it.
had. Yeah.
I was just like double checking it's dead because I don't think it could hold anything besides terror.
And misery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terror
Oh,
and
the
misery.
There'll be a skull in there
But she's just
somewhere.
gonna
No, there is a skull.
To be my enemy.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Where are you keeping watch?
Not in this fucking room with this stinky ass fucking water. She's fucking dipping.
Okay.
She's gonna go
Oh,
all the way
hello
back as far as she fucking can.
Hey.
Okay.
You gonna drink that?
Oh my god.
Going to reach down and hurry Hellbore back out the doorway, like two hands, like a child. Okay, this way, this way. Looks towards Ismark. Don't touch it. Come.
Shadras,
She
are
will take
you
you by the
moving?
ear if she needs to.
What the fuck is that?
What the fuck is that indeed, Shadras? As you head to the end of the hallway, you can spot two sin spawn coming up from the southern hall.
God damn it.
Fucking. As she's walking, I imagine she's like rubbing her nose, getting the fucking smell out of it. She just wants to get the fuck away from it. She just glances down the hall and does a fucking double take. She's like, fucking. Here we go again. More company. Get ready.
By the way, Kira, am I only supposed to see 10 feet in front of me? Or
Yes. Well,
Okay.
no, you should be able to. You have dark vision 30? Or you
Yeah,
have dark
I-
vision.
I see up to right here.
Oh, okay. I'll fix that for you. I'm very
Okay.
sorry about that.
That's why I was kind of like hiding behind the wall, like I don't see anything, so I'm just gonna hide.
I'm so sorry about that. I don't. Oh, I understand what I did wrong. Okay, let me fix that.
Okay.
So just looking back at his work. Come on, let's go.
All right, is that better, Coco?
Thank you. Yes, thank you
Okay.
very much.
Sorry about that.
Ismark wants to look at the dead thing, examine it, check it, make sure one it's dead, get a closer look at it, because he ain't ever seen this sort of weirdo creature fuckery. He's never seen a gross little guy like this. This is my way of Ismark searching the body, because it doesn't have pockets. I'm not going to fish around in its holes. But is there anything on the body?
It does have a hole.
If you want to fish around in it.
I mean, at this point, it has several holes, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But we see Synthbon coming up.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Sin Spawn coming up.
Oh man, I'm sorry, but like just me moving my token, I feel like it's just very much like Shay walking down. It's like, what the fuck is that?
She is very stops. What the? Okay, but stopping above table here.
Here's what the fuck, and it's like, okay, new bolt in the crossbow.
All right. So it's 10:30. We can do one more combat. If you guys want to keep going, I'm okay with that. But I just thought I would check in if you guys are fine with doing another combat. This will be this 2 sin spawn.
I'm down.
Yeah, I'm good.
They
I'm
seem
good.
to be going fast enough that like I think I can get one more combat out, but I end immediately after the combat.
All right, I'm good with that.
I got a spell I want to check.
You check that spell, and you do know that sin spawn are immune to mind affecting.
That's okay. It's not a mind altering effect.
Oh shit! Sorry. Hold on. Add turn. Shay's initiative was 25. Add turn. They will move on the same initiative to make everybody's life easier.
So just to clarify, Shay has a +1 Ransar, right?
Yes, she has the +1.
Okay, how do I put that into thingy?
When you click the cogwheel next to it, you would put +1 on the attack and then +1 on the damage. So it'd be like attack melee plus strength then +1, and then damage 1d or 2d4 plus strength plus.
The cops are
strength
having
and half +1.
fun with their sirens around you tonight, aren't they?
They always are. I'm very sorry.
Oh, that bumped it up to a. That's not right. That's not right. Okay, so just to clarify, she should have a +5 total to hit with that, right?
It's base attack bonus plus strength on to hit +1.
What's my base attack bonus? Base attack bonus is 2.
It should be 2.
Plus strength mod is 4, and then +1?
The one is 5, yes.
Okay,
So you
okay.
should have 7.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
So we will be proceeding right into matters then. The sin spawn rolled very low on initiative. So Shay, you're up again.
Ah, cool.
Ah, piss.
See, if you listen to Sola and go with the party, when she says, let's move.
There might have been goodies, okay?
There were no goodies, I'm sorry.
God
Shay already
damn it.
checked the body, man.
I thought you checked it for life, not for goodies.
It's a head! It's a fucking head! What else could it fucking have?
I mean, it might have 2 gold coins, just somewhere.
Yeah. That's
like in its mouth.
That's big fucking money to Ismark.
I thought you were just doing an autopsy.
It seems to have died.
Ismark's like, run them pockets.
Battle
Yes,
music,
it does,
DJ,
it does.
battle
Of course,
music.
of course.
What are cheap?
Battle
if
music.
not
Battle
flesh
music, Joe.
pockets?
Battle music, battle music.
I refuse. I don't see bad guy. How can there be bad guy if I don't see bad guy?
Yeah.
All right.
He's got a point.
Shay, what are you doing with your turn?
Alright, well I imagine
Yes.
like, what, was Kokoro also going that way?
Yes.
Alright. Well,
And I
fucking.
am about to chuck the equivalent to spike growth, so
Bro.
We have two melee characters.
I still.
You
if
do have a reach
only
weapon.
have limited use uses of that, I'd still save it for the closet or whatever it is. So we still have to
Closet's-
fight that thing.
Well, I have all my spell slots, so I have 3 spell slots right now.
Oh, that's right. You don't have to do the same shit I do. Fuck you.
Yep.
She's a spontaneous caster. She could just cast whatever if it's
What's
on her
the-
list.
What's the 20-foot speed? Bruh.
You have 20-foot speed and you have 10-foot reach.
No, I'm looking at the fucking sphere of the thing she's about to cast. That just takes. I imagine that, like, Shay, like, they were walking, and Shay spots something. She holds up a hand, and she, like, holds up a hand to stop Kokoro, and she's like, yeah, company. She pulls out a sword.
Oh, you're using the sword.
She doesn't know. Or the fucking Rancer, she fucking pulls it back out.
Mm-hmm.
Because she doesn't know. But she'll stop Kokoro, because there's, like, danger up ahead. You should stop walking there. But there's... Would Kokoro tell her that she's about to fucking cast that?
Oh, let's leave it to chaos.
Deep moral choices over here.
Above 10, I will tell her. Okay. Spell incoming.
What the fuck does that mean?
So
It's
you
about
can
to
choose
get
to do,
Sandy in here.
choose to do with that as you wish. What are you doing?
Spell incoming. It's about to get sand. What the fuck does that mean?
Just charge
I couldn't have
forward.
been any clearer.
Or don't.
Yeah.
Honest.
You're either charging or you're not at this point.
I'm just like, dude, I know, but it's not communicated to Shay. Why would she think Kokoro could do that? Because she hasn't seen it. Alright,
I
fuck
don't
it.
think I could have been any clearer. With spell incoming, it's about to get Sandy.
We can agree to disagree there.
We're going to the beach?
Right?
Let's go catch a wave?
Like, spell incoming.
Okay.
Fuck it, she's gonna... fucking 5, 10, 50... She can only really move.
You
This
can
far.
move, you can do charge though, which would let you move up to double and then attack at the end of it. So you could charge up to here and then attack, if I'm not mistaken.
Could I
Yeah.
charge up to... You said double, right?
Yeah.
Could I go
You do have
here?
to charge in a straight line.
Yeah, it has to be a straight line.
Ah. Fucking Pathfinder. So you can go up to here.
Yes, and you can attack from there. You
Okay.
would be getting, I think, a +2 on the attack, is it, Matt?
Yes, +2 attack and then -2 AC the following turn.
Okay. Yay. Where the fuck is my thing? Just to double check, these were aberrations?
These are aberrations.
Okay, so she gets a +1 to her attack and damage. Boop.
Oh shit!
Damn.
That'll be
do it.
That'll fucking do it.
+1 on that
You
for the
wanna
damage.
What?
fucking A. I don't know what that second roll is. We have to figure out what's going on with your attack rolls.
I don't know either,
That
but I
looks
rolled like shit.
Yeah,
I
that's the
think the
crit roll
first
on that
number
one.
is if you
Oh.
didn't confirm it, and then the second one is if you did confirm it.
Okay, so yeah, 22 damage. Shay, you just
Holy
fucking killed
Christ.
that one.
+1, so it's 23.
You just fucking killed that first one. So go ahead and tell us how you did it. You fucking
Alright.
one-shotted it.
Yeah, fucking Shay's like, fucking again? Fucking runs forward. I imagine she skids to a stop, and I imagine that because of this, and the way that this, like, alcove is, like, shaped and around the statue, she uses it over her head, and she uses her momentum coming downwards to just kind of just right on top, like an axe, just pop, into its skull.
Ah, you sever its head clean from its body, and it falls over, mega dead. What a turn!
Let's go. She finally did something.
Well, I can't see anything living anymore, so I have no reason to cast Spike Growth. You lucked out.
Can we ban her from anything spike growth adjacent? Anything
Alright.
AoE,
What
really.
would you?
Unfortunately,
I'm just gonna return the fireball. You gotta pick one.
unfortunately with Piper, it's either we have Fireball or Spike Growth, and I will take the Spike Growth over Fireball.
Yeah, and I'll also take the spike growth. Even though it's only when I'm playing a fucking melee character that this shit happens.
Alright. Will that be Kokoro? What are you doing?
I'll use the aid action.
You will use the aid action. Alright.
Who are you aiding?
I will go over to Hellbore and give him a pat on the head.
Thank you.
As he runs by. Go get him.
Doom.
Alright. Hellbor gets the benefits of the aid action. Hellbor, up to you.
Let's see. So I can't actually see where anything else is.
Go straight.
Yeah, it's a straight line down. It's vaguely over here.
Yeah, I mean, I can charge 60 feet.
You can charge 60 feet, which does not put you in attack range, unfortunately. Well,
Here.
Yeah, well, there you go. This one's dead, though. So
Yeah.
you're trying to hit this one.
No, I'm just here.
Oh, okay, you're vibing. All right.
Full move.
He's entered the scene.
Sola, up to you.
I'm just protecting her after her charge. She's tuckered.
Let's see here. So, unfortunately, there are now 2 people in my way.
Sorry, charges are only in straight lines. It's very
One person
homophobic.
and a dog.
I can only get means. There's 2 people. I don't know. Somewhere around here. I can only get into this mass of people. Can I move twice?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So, like, just fucking moving once gets me here, and then I have my 30 feet. Which will get me down towards the end of the hallway. Which, not particularly useful at the moment. But I am close.
Mez, you're in a similar predicament to Sola.
It's just moving the mass down.
Traffic congestion.
Tiny ass dungeon.
Well, I'll move because I can't really shoot. Not trying to drag Tago with me. I'm trying to get my token, please.
Like here?
It's so clingy.
Yeah. And since I can't really do anything else, I guess, can I have Barney attack? Like, try to do an animal handling attack?
You can, yeah, go ahead, try an animal handling, and we'll see if he can listen.
Okay. Aminals. Where's the animal handling?
Should be toward the top. Might be survival.
Oh, here it is. It's
Yeah,
handle. It's handle animal.
Yeah, alright. 19. With a 19, you can convey to Barney that he is to sick him.
Yeah.
And we'll have Barney attempt to sick him. So let me take a look at his sheet over here real quick. I forgot to tie it to his token there. What is your speed, boy? Oh, it's 50 feet. Damn. Okay.
Damn.
He's quick. Whew. Yeah, so he can head right on over here, then. And he will attempt a bite attack.
Get him!
Barney hits. Barney runs over all not several, but all sizable dog of him, and sinks his teeth into this sin spawn's leg and just starts shaking his head once he's got a grip on him. He only deals 3 damage, but good boy.
I'm sorry you have to taste that, man.
My heart goes out to Barney.
Alright. Ismark. Should I just not... Oh, what do you want to do here, Chiefs?
He's gonna have to probably just spend his entire turn sprinting. So he's gonna move. That is 1 movement, and then he'll use his standard action to move again to get here.
All right.
Excuse me.
He's just thinking, man, I should have listened to Ginny. I should have done my cardio.
Should have done my cardio, should have listened to Sola, not smoke so much.
He has a lot of thoughts.
Should have listened to Cece. I should have had that extra cupcake after dinner when Ginny said no.
Alright. This sin spawn sees his buddy having gone down. He's got a dog on his leg. Shakes the dog off. But then he sees another dog. And he's like, what the fuck is going on with all of these guys? So he's going to attempt to attack Hellbore. Does a 19 hit you?
It does indeed.
You take 6 piercing damage. As this sin spawn attacks you with its Ronsoor.
Hellbore tries to dodge, the statue gets in the way, and he just kind of just whimpers there, bleeding.
Oh.
Shay, it's your turn. Your battle buddy has just taken some damage. And
Who the fuck hit the dog?
and Barney is also taking a bite out of this thing.
Fuck this thing. She is going to step forward and attack.
You're gonna have to move into position for that, Chief.
Yeah. She's gonna... Where the fuck can I move?
You can move here.
Alright.
You should be able to 5 foot and then use the
Yeah, you
reach.
could also attack from here.
Here?
Mm-hmm.
I'll just go around.
Alright.
Sorry, here's the thing. My physics brain is just like that. You're not going to get enough momentum going around a 90-degree corner. Unless I step forward at least this... It's just me and my brain being happier this way.
If you're happier that way, you're happier that way.
Happier this way.
You can attack.
Maybe Happy Burn will make crits happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
16 is a hit.
Yeah, it's going to be 9 damage.
9 damage, alright.
Aberration.
This thing is looking pretty rough. But it's still standing. Kokoro, are you checking your nails over there?
Yeah, I mean, like, implying that I have anything better to do than press the magic missile wand button?
No, you have to roll d20 though, because it has bonuses. That spell fizzles.
Nope.
You still lose the use.
Damn.
Doesn't have like
Alright.
50 uses or
That's
some
all I
shit
gotta
like
do.
that.
It's like 50 uses, yeah.
Okay.
Don't mind me. I'm here.
Alright,
I'm
Hellbore.
not made for combat.
You're not made for combat against immune to mind affecting.
Yeah.
Alright, we're going in.
Alright, unarmed strike. 22 is a hit. 7 is just enough to take it out. So go ahead and tell us how you beat the crap out of this thing.
So Hellbore kind of got knocked over by the Rancer hit, but propped himself up against the statue, takes a running jump and just dives right in on that thing. Starts tearing at it, fur flying, teeth going, tears off a big chunk of it, looks sympathetically at Barney because it tastes really bad. It just keeps tugging on it until it stops moving.
Yeah, Barney gives a very sad "Brrr" at the sound of that.
Brrr.
He gets it, dude. He gets it.
Oh, God.
And that will be the end of that combat.
I'll say
I'm assuming you guys want to loot these things, but
Yes.
yes.
let me get that for you.
And while that is happening, Solo will slowly kind of approach, double checking each way before she comes out of the hallway, and lowering the crossbow, and will walk up to Hellbor and kind of like kneel down to check him over, because he took, how much damage did he take?
6.
6. So it's a good chunk.
He's doing okay. He still does whimper, but he might just be doing that for attention.
I have a once a day per character free. That is 7 heals, so you are back up to full, my friend.
All right.
Hellbor just looks at you like you're the greatest, because you are.
Kind of imagine wherever he got hit, like examining it and like slowly heals it, and then just like pats on head.
Hell yeah.
All right. So from these guys, you get 2 more Ronsors, mundane. You also get a Masterwork chain shirt and 50 gold.
Masterwork chain shirt.
Mm-hmm.
If we keep getting more answers, they're going to start strapping him to Barney.
Making him into an attack beast.
Now there's one for the fancy one Shay has. Ismark has a normal one. One goes to Mez, so Mez has one again as an oh shit button. We're gonna walk out of here. Every single one of us is gonna have our answer. Do you want the next one,
Souvenir.
Coco, or do you want Sola to have it?
You can have it. But like you're gonna hand it to Coco. He's like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this?
It's like you know what? Fucking Sola just moves to hand it to Kokoro because she's not had a weapon this entire time, and you say that, and she just kind of looks at you and blinks.
You kind of hand it to her, and her hand just like drops because she has like an H string. Like, what?
Oh, that's heavy.
If something comes running at you, stick it with the pointy end.
She like tries to like lift it up.
As you try to lift it up, Holly walks over and holds it up from the bottom to support you.
Aww.
I give the capybara pets in response.
Hell yeah. All right, but we can cut it off here for now. I will say for next time, depending on the route that you guys take, you can try the boss fight next session, depending on how you want to approach this. Otherwise, you can continue your JRPG grind in the rest of the dungeon.
If we try for the boss fight next time, would we level up before it, or no?
I would permit you to level
XP
up
grind.
before it.
Okay.
You know what? I couldn't hear.
If you go the boss fight route directly, I will let you level.
Oh.
I kind of want to explore.
But there's a lot of other stuff in this dungeon.
Is there anything worth the exploration?
There's a couple of fun, cool things and some magic items.
I don't
Okay,
find
say
cool
more.
things.
Considering we just got a magic chain shirt that we need to figure out who has before we're done.
Masterwork, not magic.
You'll still fancy shit that's better than what we have, right?
Yep.
I'm just saying, I don't think there's any harm in searching more, because total we took 9 damage throughout the whole session. I'm just saying though, like we're doing pretty good.
Yeah, you guys are doing pretty great.
Yeah.
I was a little more concerned, to be honest.
Yeah,
Don't do that. We're not out of here yet.
I'm fine with Kit starting to do a little bit more exploration. I will make it very clear when I get nervous about my resources. Because I've only used one of my resources right now, so I have to actually spend a spell slot to heal Hellbore again. I used my free one, but other than that, I'm good.
Mm-hmm. And plus, we're going through this at a pretty quick pace.
We can poke around a little bit more until
Yeah, we
one
can
of
start
us
to
gets
more.
nervous.
Well, we can
Yeah.
always rest too if we need to.
We
Yeah,
are
we
not
could-
resting in this dungeon.
Yeah, I would prefer not to, because none of us have any like tricks up our sleeves to like protect ourselves.
Yet, I will say that is a currently thing and not a in the future thing that we won't get, because like resting in the dungeon is kind of like a thing that
Yeah,
you
like
will
we will
probably
get it
eventually
in
do.
the future, but like I don't even have access to that level of spells yet. So not right now. If we can help it.
All right. Thank you all for playing, though, and thank you, Matt, for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for joining. Thank you for
We
joining.
have-
I love Hellbore so much.
Thank you.